Very perfect. There we go. All right.
Pride, tradition, heart-pounding action, heart-pounding action, gut-wrenching play, gut-wrenching, bone-rattling thrills. North Laurel football is now on the air with our team of broadcast pros, Joel, Adam, and Jerry. Presented by London Power Equipment, Kentucky Farm Bureau Agent Jimmy Storm, EC Porter IGA, Second Mile Behavioral Health, Excel Physical Therapy, Laurel County Sheriff John Root. Also thanks to Gondolier Italian Restaurant, Petrie Dental Services, Heaven's Hour on your radio, and Fat Butts Barbecue. Now, from our team to your home, here's game action from the Jaguar Broadcasting Network.
Good evening. Welcome into Lawrence County, Kentucky. North Laurel's traveled 2 hours and 45 minutes up to Lawrence County, and just an absolute beautiful field. Hospitality, second to none. Great night for football. We look for a really, really interesting game going on against the Bulldogs of Lawrence County. North Laurel coming in with a record of 2-1. Lawrence County 3-0. Jared, last week, I believe, was really a statement win for this North Laurel team. No one was giving them much of a chance against a really, really good Madison Central team. But North Laurel went in there and played one of the best overall games that we've seen this year, up until really that last possession that when Madison Central had just some costly mistakes that gave Madison Central an opportunity. We dodged the bullet. We come back with a win.
Absolutely, yeah, and it was a Madison Central team that, just 2 weeks before that or three had just lost by a point to the gold standard in Eastern Kentucky, Johnson Central. They only lost by a point to them, so everybody expected North Laurel to go in there and get their butt whooped. But North Laurel comes out, and they're able to stay in the game early with Madison Central, and then in the second half, they controlled the clock so well, running 10 minutes off in the third quarter and then 11 minutes off in the fourth quarter. Just some of the most impressive clock control that you could ever ask for out of a football team. Just impressive execution as well. Everything it went well, except that last little bit. They made a few mistakes and everything that almost cost them the game. But overall, it's a very good performance for North Laurel. One of those kind of banner wins that you can say, oh my gosh, man, we beat Madison Central. Who else can we beat? What else can we do?
And one thing that we talked about it on the way to the game. We would really like to see North Laurel start putting the ball in the air a little bit. And that's what we saw. We saw them come out, start throwing the ball, had a lot of success. Throwing game was much improved at Madison Central.
Yeah, and we saw a lot of passes to Cam Anderson. He was one of the featured receivers, and R.J. Noble as well. Both of those guys saw a lot more targets against Madison Central. And that's something that, we've been hammering on with North Laurel early on this season is to open up this offense, they have to have some passing game somewhere. You've got to be able to get those safeties up outside the box to open your run game up. As those safeties sit there at 8 or 10 yards deep, there's not a whole lot you can do running the ball. So North Laurel's got to do that. We'll see if they can continue to do that tonight here against this Lawrence County team.
Coming in tonight, North Laurel averaging a little over 14 points a ball game, giving up about 12. Rushing yards, 180 per game. June McCorder, Cooper Ronson, Bryson Nance, really, you got three very talented runners back there that can run the ball at any time. They can break one at any time. Cooper Robinson, super physical runner.
Right, yeah. And there's a triple threat back there. You've got Jude McCorder at quarterback, and then Bryson Nance and Cooper Robinson. Either one of those are an option. So you've got a lot of thunder with Cooper Robinson, somebody that can lay the boom on you. And then we've seen him get outside and make a couple big explosive runs like that. Or you've got Bryson Nance, who's a speedier back. You've got all those options at you. So if you've got a Lawrence County team like we're going to see tonight that's a little bit smaller, maybe you send Cooper Robinson out there a little bit more to run over these smaller guys. You never know. And you've got, for Steven Nelson to have both those options, it's a big advantage. And then the runs coming from the quarterback position that's extremely hard to guard as well.
North Laurel allowing 136 yards a game rushing, giving up 102 yards through the air and averaging just 75 yards through the air. And that's what we talked about. They really hadn't thrown the ball that much. I think we will see this same thing tonight that we saw last week. They really didn't have a whole lot of deep hits, but those 5-8 yard passes, they were there. They took advantage of them. Noble, Anderson did a great job on the receiving end.
Yeah, and R.J. Noble is so talented. We talked about it at length, ad nauseum last week about how talented we believe R.J. Noble is as a wide receiver. We want to see him get the ball a little bit more tonight. He's seen a lot of one-on-one matchups because of the defenses they have to play to stop North Laurel's run game. We want to see some of those deep shots taken with R.J. Noble. He's so big, so physical, plays basketball. He's great at rebounding and everything. He can use those rebounding skills here on the football field, box some of these defenders out, and make these 50-50 balls into a 70-30 ball for North Laurel.
Looking at some stats, especially at G. McCorder, quarterback, plays both ways. Super, super talented young man. You can't talk enough about him. How he gives 110% every time he's on the field. Through 3 games, he's 23 of 35 for 226 yards, averaging, as we said, 75 yards per game. On the rushing side, you've got, there we go, G. McCorder leading the way with 60 carries, 267 yards, 3 rushing touchdowns, averaging about 89 yards per game. Right behind him, number 28, Cooper Robinson, the senior. 49 attempts, 191 yards with 3 touchdowns. Marissa Nance, 15 carries for 84 yards. We're going to see those stats start climbing after what we've seen the last couple of games. Bryce is really doing a really, really good job. As you said, receiving. Love to see that ball get in the hands of R.J. Noble just a little bit more. Throw it up there. Got great leaping ability. Big target. Take advantage of it.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got a big catching radius, too. That makes it easier. Drew McCorder, we talked about him. He's a much better quarterback than he was 11 months ago, 10 months ago. He's a lot better quarterback than he was last year. But R.J. Noble makes his life a little bit easier. If you just kind of got to get it in the area for R.J. Noble for him to get it. That's a huge advantage for Drew McCorder. He, if has a pass that just moves left or right a little bit that's not quite accurate, R.J. Noble can make that up for you with that big frame he's got.
Right behind Noble, you've got Colton Gilbert, the senior, 7 receptions for 69 yards. As we talked about, Cam Anderson, probably the second, if not the fastest kid on the team. Great hands. Just not really been getting the separation that they need. So we'll see kind of what happens tonight. I know that's something that they're going to be working on, see where they're at. But take advantage of that speed.
Yep. And Lawrence County, too, they're smaller. So I anticipate them being a little bit faster tonight. So you would think that's kind of the trade-off. You lose size, you have speed. It's what you'd imagine for this Lawrence County team. We'll see as the game goes on what they look like.
Talk about special teams and Cam Anderson. 5 of 6 on the season on extra points, 1 of 2 on field goals. We've seen what this kid can do. Last year, phenomenal. Not really had a whole lot of opportunities yet this year, but I would feel confident. Hey, he can probably somewhere around the 35-yard line. He's good for about probably 42 to 45 yards.
Yep, something like that. And, man, what an advantage for a North Laurel offense to know that you've only got to make it up here around the 25-yard line, the 30-yard line, somewhere in there to have a real good chance at kicking a field goal and putting 3 points on the board because you have a drive that gets this far and stalls out, you still come away with some points on the board.
Jumping over to Lawrence County, as we said, they're 3-0. They average 40 points a game, giving up just 19. On the rushing, 695 yards so far through 3 games, 231 a game. They're giving up 528 yards to 176 yards. Passing, 699 yards, 233 per game, and just have allowed 189 yards. Kind of looking at their stats, we've not had the opportunity to see them. Their senior quarterback, Luke Featherloff, 39 of 46 for 85% completion rate, 8 touchdowns, 0 interception. Just the stats, the line is just incredible for this kid.
I know that's like a pro level quarterback. What you're looking at there, Featheroff. I mean, and this is a North Laurel team that has struggled in pass coverage a little bit. He is going to challenge the pass coverage of North Laurel tonight. All those little holes they leave, he's probably going to take advantage of them. It comes down to this defensive line for North Laurel: Gage Baker, Reese Sutton, Zach Philpott, a lot of those guys that play on the defensive line to put pressure on Featheroff and make him throw some incomplete passes.
Rushing, number 4, Kevin Williams, 30 carries, 230 yards, 3 touchdowns. And right there is another basically like Jude McWhorter. Feather off, does it both ways. He does it through the air and with his feet. He's got 204 yards and 1 touchdown. Caden Johnson, 105 yards and 3 touchdowns. We're about set to get underway here at Lawrence County. North Laurel will take the ball first. Back deep for the Jaguars, number 10, Jude McWhorter. You hit on it just a little bit. North Laurel definitely got a lot of size on Lawrence County.
Yeah, they do. And we were looking at Lawrence County as we walked in. They are extremely undersized compared to this North Laurel team.
But you could probably expect a whole lot of.
Yep.
And here's a little drop kick.
Huh.
And here again, you do not have to use a tee on the kickoff.
No, yeah, you don't.
You do not have to, as we saw their kicker number 3
do a drop kick. That's very old. That is old school football. Drop kick.
Number 3, Andrew Ratcliffe.
So I guess that was just
basically
a practice attempt.
I don't know why that did not count.
I don't either.
I don't know, but that because it went to the 10 yards, but I don't know if the officials hadn't put another squeal kick. Guy just get on it, and the ball's loose. North Laurel is saying they've got it.
I hope so.
Yeah. There's the signal.
Whoa.
North Laurel gets really, really good starting field position at the 45.
Was that legal?
It is legal. It 100% is legal.
Huh.
You do not have to use the tee.
Well, and their formation there, they bunched.
And
I guess they can do whatever they want to as long as they're behind
as long as you're behind the 40-yard line.
Yeah, right. That makes sense. Huh. I have never seen that before.
McWhorter back in the gun. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Robinson to the left of McWhorter. 1st and 10 for North Laurel. Man in motion. And he tosses it to – that was a face mask, was it not? Staying on his feet.
That was another face mask.
All the way down into Lawrence County territory. I tell you, I don't know.
I felt like it
was on the carry.
Yeah.
There was a face mask in the backfield, but nonetheless, it didn't get called. Brings up 2nd and 4. North Laurel going with that same look. We'll say that a whole lot. They send 2 left, 2 right. Robinson into the left of McWhorter. Robinson's going to get it, going straight up the middle, across the 45, struggling on down, stays on his feet to the 41.
We've got a hole back here, Joe. I think it's going to be on Zach Philpott.
Yep, coming back.
As an offensive lineman, you can't take somebody down. You can't do that part. And I think he was laying on top of the defensive lineman.
Alexa.
I know they're saying it's going against Lawrence County.
Really? Huh.
As we wait the official call here. Chop block on Lawrence County. That's a 15-yarder.
That is interesting.
I don't know. I mean, it was right at the line of scrimmage too. So I guess that's why we didn't see it.
So I guess maybe the chop block came from one of your linebackers or defensive linemen trying to keep a offensive lineman from getting to the second level. That's usually when you see some kind of blocking foul on a defensive player. That's usually what that is.
1st and 10 for North Laurel from the Lawrence County 26.5-yard line. McWhorter, Robinson in the backfield. McWhorter dropping back, looking to pass. He's scrambling, cuts back up the middle, and he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. He had all day. Great protection. Listen, anytime a quarterback's got 5 to 7 seconds back there in the pocket, just standing there, you got to find a receiver. Receivers got to do a better job getting separation.
They can't cover you forever. You wouldn't expect them to. And Lawrence County did a good job. Their defensive line did it. The only good job they did was closing in on Jude McWhorter.
2nd and 10 for the Jaguars. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Robinson to the right of McWhorter. McWhorter calls for it, gives it to Robinson. Cut straight up the middle. Not much there. Going to pick up about 3 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 7 for North Laurel. 0-0 here early in the first quarter. In Inez, Kentucky.
Louisa, yeah.
Kentucky.
Inez is Martin.
That's right, Martin County.
Yeah.
But you tell me we're only a couple miles from the Virginia line, West Virginia line.
Yeah, we're only about a mile and a half from the West Virginia line, where the Leviza Fork and the Leviza Fork and Tug Fork meet to make the Big Sandy just above us a little bit.
3rd and 7 for the Jaguars. 2 receivers left, 2 rights. Robinson to the left. Robinson will get it, going straight up the middle. He's hit. He breaks another tackle across the 20, makes another man miss, and he's knocked forward across the 15 down to about the 13-yard line. Big run right there for Cooper Robinson. That's what we've talked about. He's so strong, a big physical runner. You've got to really hit him. You hit him, you better wrap it.
Absolutely. And this Lawrence County team, they're showing their lack of size right there. Nobody could bring Cooper Robinson down.
1st and 10, North Laurel. Ball spotted, I think, about the 13.5-yard line. McQuarter back in the shotgun. Man in motion left, and we've got flags. Ball start, North Laurel. Back them up 5.
Not sure exactly where the location of the false start was. I don't think it was on the man in motion, because that's legal. It must have been an offensive lineman offside.
Could have been.
False start, yeah.
1st and 15 for the Jaguars. Ball spotted on about the 18-yard line. Quick hitter across the middle.
Oh my goodness.
And wide open was Cam Anderson. McQuarter underthrew him badly. That would have been 6 right there.
Yeah. Nobody was going to catch Cam Anderson right there. And that was, a great play call there on the little, you call that an RPO because they've got the option to hand it off to Cooper Robinson, or if the defense plays up on the run, they've got that slant behind them. And, Jude McQuarter made an excellent decision throwing the slant. Just needed to execute that a little bit better and get it high enough for Cam Anderson to catch it. But that's encouraging. That's very encouraging that you got guys open.
It was there.
Yeah, it was there.
2nd and 15 for North Laurel. North Laurel staying with those 2 receivers left, 2 right. Robinson to the right, McQuarter. McQuarter takes it, drop it back, and he shakes off one defender, look and throw. He tucks it, and he's going to go down about the line of scrimmage. They may give him 1 on the play. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 14. A lot of credit to Lawrence County. They've done a really good job on these North Laurel receivers.
Yeah, they are. They are heavily covered. Nobody's really open. And it looks like it's just straight man-to-man across the board for Lawrence County. So somebody's got to win on a route somewhere.
0-0, 8:34 left here in the first quarter play. Definitely in Cam Anderson range right now, but you'd like to see 6 on the board. North Laurel sending 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. McQuarter rolling back, throwing across the middle. It's complete. Down to the 10. Anderson standing on his feet, cuts upfield, and he's going to go in. Waiting to signal, touchdown, North Laurel. That's what we talked about, getting more touches to Cam Anderson with his speed. He just outran everybody right there.
Absolutely, and he broke a couple of tackles too. That was just incredible execution by North Laurel. You just pop that little curl out in the middle of the zones, and Lawrence County has to execute and tackle, and they didn't. And then Cam Anderson used his speed to do the rest.
And kind of what we've seen on this first drive, that the physicality of North Laurel.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cam Anderson for the extra point. It's up and right down the middle. North Laurel takes a 7-0 lead, 8:17 left here in the first quarter play at Lawrence County. We're going to step aside for a 30-second break. We'll be right back.
Life is full of surprises. Some good, some unexpected. That's why you need protection for your home, your car, and your family's future. I'm Agent Jimmy Storm, your local Kentucky Farm Bureau agent, and I'll help you find personalized coverage that fits your needs and your budget. Call me today at 606-528-2030 for a free quote and a peace of mind.
Welcome back to Lawrence County as North Laurel strikes first early here in the first quarter. 8:10 left in the first quarter, 7-0. Really, really good first possession. As we saw last week against Madison Central, we saw North Laurel go down and I think score on their first possession last week.
Yeah, they sure did. And we have to give a call to Jude McCorder, too. I didn't even get to say anything good about him. He made such a good pass to Cam Anderson on that curl, made up for the missed pass earlier. Perfect pass by Jude McCorder.
McCorder moving on the ball. High, deep kick. It's going to be fielded right at the goal line by Davis. Davis heading straight up the middle, cuts out to the left, and he's going to be taken down at the 22-yard line for the Bulldogs.
Man, we got to give a call to the special teams coverage on that one. They planned it perfect. Had that big, deep Cam Anderson kick back there around the 5. It ended up on the right side of the field. North Laurel shifted all the kickoff coverage to the right side and limited that to, only to about the 23. That's a net gain. I guess 21.
Luke Featheroff and a quarterback for the Bulldogs. Very, very talented young man. Throw the ball, and he can run it as well. Featheroff under center, dropping back, looking pass. He's got a man across the middle. He's been flushed out of the pocket. Right up the middle he goes, and he's going to go down at the 26-yard line. Pick up about 3 on the play. Brings up, now they're going to give him very generous spot. It's going to bring up 2nd and 5 for the Bulldogs.
And right away, I'm impressed with Featheroff. That was like that was a perfectly executed 7-step drop. That was pretty good.
And that's why, he's the second leader rusher. He's very, very quick, just like we saw last week up at Madison Central. Featheroff going under center, man in motion to the right. Gives it going up, straight up the middle to number 7, Priest. And he's going to be about a yard shy of the first down, brings up 3rd and 1 for the Bulldogs.
You had big Reese Sutton and Brody Pruitt in on the tackle there. That's the middle of this North Laurel defense that Lawrence County just went at.
Got one receiver left. Featheroff underneath. Hands it off. And, he's going to be taken down in the backfield. Great defensive stand right here for North Laurel. Is that, Reese Sutton right in there. Going to be about a 2-yard loss. Brings up 4th and 3.
And right off
the Bulldogs.
Right off the bat, you had number 15, Caleb Roark, one of the big linebackers there, snuffed that play out instantly, knew exactly where that handoff was going.
One thing I'm going to throw this out here. You watch the ball move. Don't move till that football is snapped. McCorder and Robinson back deep. Good snap. And nice punt. It's going to be hit at the 40. McCorder falls down, but wisely gets away from it, and the ball is going to be nailed down about the 34-yard line, 33-yard line. Good field position again for North Laurel.
Absolutely. They started their last drive at the 45. They're going to start this one around the 34. So, man, that's what you want to do, get you good field position, and hopefully they capitalize on it. Man, good start for North Laurel. 2 very excellent drives. You force a 3-and-out on one end, then come and get the ball back. Good start.
7-0 North Laurel, 6:13 left in the first quarter. 2 receivers left to right. McCorder back in the shotgun and Robinson to the left. Got single coverage both ways. Quarter's going to keep it going straight up the middle. Breaks the tackle, got across the 40, 45, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, North Laurel. Oh, no, we got a flag.
Yeah.
Got a hold on North Laurel.
Yeah, and I think right in about the second level, they got Braxton Fultz with the hold. He had one of the Lawrence County defenders around the neck. But it was still a good run up to that point. So I think it's just 10 from that spot. So that's not as bad as an offensive line hold, but still not great. It took a touchdown back.
Yeah, unfortunately, tough break right there. That's something we've got to clean up.
Yeah,
it's penalties like that.
Yep.
And I saw the same thing on that play that we saw on the first drive. North Laurel's physicality is going to be a big factor in this ball game.
Yeah, and we saw it right there too. I mean, they are much bigger than Lawrence County.
First down and about 2 from where the spot of the foul was. McCorder going under center. Robinson gets it, cuts out the left, and he's going to be taken down right for the line of scrimmage. He tried to cut to the left and kind of lost his footing a little bit there.
Yeah, he sure did. And if he had broke that tackle, he could have went a little bit longer.
Yeah,
but that was
he
the
could
right
have some yards on that one.
That was the right decision to try to kick that one out. Just got the shoestrings.
Unfortunately, folks, I'm sure you're aware we are not allowed to show live video coverage tonight due to NFHS rules. Lawrence County is, under contract with them, so we cannot show live video. We can only show the scoreboard. 2nd and 2 for North Laurel. McCorder back under center. Man in motion left. Robinson gets it back, cuts up the middle, gets out across the 45, down to the 48-yard line. First down, North Laurel.
There you got a little sweep to the outside by Cooper Robinson, and he had Lawrence County defenders hanging off of him left and right as he took it through the gap made by his offensive lineman.
First and 10, North Laurel, 4:45 left here in the first quarter. North Laurel 7, Lawrence County nothing. North Laurel on the move. McCorder staying back in the gun. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Robinson to the left. McCorder takes a snap, right back to Robinson. Going to get out to the 46-yard line. See, that's Bryson Nance in. Excuse me. Bryson Nance with the carry.
That's the first time we've seen him tonight. We've seen him the last couple of weeks getting some of these handcuff kind of, let Cooper Robinson rest, get a couple extra carries here and there, and he showed a lot of speed. There he showed at that time, gained a lot of yards for the Jags.
2nd and 4 for North Laurel. 2 receivers to the left, to the right. Nance and McCorder back in the backfield. Nance gets it, looking to follow his blockers, trying to get something going, and he's going to get across, getting a big push from North Laurel's big offensive lineman. Going to be about a yard shy of the first down.
Yeah, and that was Zach Philpott helped Bryson Nance pick up about 2 or 3 more yards than he was going to get because he was stifled about the 45, and Zach kept on pushing.
3rd and short for the Jaguars. 3:25 left here in the first.
And encouraging by the North Laurel run offense here. That's all they they had the couple passes, but the run offenses look real good.
Nansen to the right of McCorder. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Quarter calls for it, going to keep it and running right. He'll have the first down across the 40. He's hit, and he fights down to the 38-yard line. Another first down, North Laurel.
Man, and what a push on the right side of the offensive line. You had big number 55, Colton Prime, and big number 73, Peyton Collins, with a big push, knocking people off. I mean, they had the line of scrimmage, Joel. They had it moved up 3 or 4 yards, made it real, allowed you McCorder to use that speed he's got there on the outside.
1st and 10, North Laurel in Lawrence County territory. 2 receivers both ways. Nance in the backfield. McCorder's dropping back and looking to pass. Still got all kinds of time. Wide open across the field. It's completed at the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, North Laurel. Number 21, Bryson Nance on the reception. It came straight out of the backfield, uncovered.
Yep, and he found the soft spot in that cover, too, that Lawrence County was running. That's where they've got 2 safeties high. The entire middle of the field is wide open. That's not where Bryson Nance initially went. He was just running some underneath route. Saw that coming open. It was kind of the second, set the creation in the play. And, man, Bryson Nance found that hole, and Drew McCorder found him. Great pitch and catch.
Cam Anderson on for the extra point. Perfect on the season. And we've got flags, and looks like probably movement on North Laurel. Ball starts against the Jaguars. They'll back it up 5. So North Laurel backs it up. I don't know. Cam Anderson, I don't know if Coach Nelson was thinking about something else here, but Cam Anderson just signaled over to Coach Nelson, no, stay over there. So he
They may
said,
have had a fake lined up.
yeah, they actually marked it off just, I think, a yard too far. So, yeah, they had to move it back one. Cam Anderson on for the extra point. Get a snap, kick, right down the gut. Oh, no.
What?
Wow, it must have been just wide rights. I don't know.
Yeah,
we don't have the best angle. Nonetheless, North Laurel 13, Lawrence County 0. 2:24 left here in the first quarter. Friday Night Lights is brought to you by North Laurel Nation, official home of the North Laurel Athletics and the Jaguar Broadcasting Network.
Since 2010, John Root has proudly served as your Laurel County Sheriff, now ready to serve in their new location at 1380 East Highway 192 in London. Monday through Friday, 8 to 4. John Root, providing a safe, secure place for the residents of and visitors to our fine county of Laurel, and he proudly supports all area youth activities.
Welcome back to Lawrence County. North Laurel 13-0 lead. 2:24 left here in the first quarter. North Laurel's offense is really, really clicking right now.
Yeah, they're off to a hot start, and it comes down to that big offensive line for North Laurel. They're clearing a bunch of run gaps, and then their pass protection is incredible tonight. They're giving Jude McCorder all kinds of time, letting him read the defense and go wherever he wants to go.
Quarter moving on it. Big kick. Will be taking it out to the 3-yard line. Out to the 15, 20, 25. And they're going to give him the 27-yard line. Nice return right there by number 22, Gray Deerfield.
And you've got to be impressed with the improvement by Jude McCorder, too, because, man, he drilled that pass. And that's one we've seen in the past. Maybe he wouldn't have made. He wouldn't have made a year ago, but he made it tonight. Man, it was an excellent throw and an excellent read by him, too, to find Bryson Nance, because that was after the play had kind of broke down that he found Bryson Nance leaking back in between those two safeties.
Feather off, going under center. Now he drops back in the gun. We've got 2 receivers to the left, 3 right. Looking to pass. Got a receiver open across the middle, didn't see him. He's going to tuck it, and he's going to run in. Ball's loose. Oh, they're calling it down.
Oh, man, I don't know about that.
Oh,
Lord have mercy.
Goodness. Lawrence kind of got a break on that one.
Yeah, they sure did. Big Reese Sutton got in there and slapped that ball as Featheroff was coming to the ground, and he had not got there yet. He had not got to the ground, and he had not touched. But
nonetheless, 2nd and 10 for the Bulldogs. Ball spotted on the 27-yard line, back to their regular line of scrimmage, original line of scrimmage. Feather off, back in the gun. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Takes the snap, looking to pass. It's complete out at the 31, and he's going to go down right there. Nice coverage right there by North Laurel. Number 22, Gray Deerfield on the reception.
Man, this
gain of about 5 on the play brings up 3rd and 5.
And this North Laurel defense was extremely active in pass coverage there. You had kind of a bracket on that right side, and they were on top of that pass right away.
3rd and 5 for the Bulldogs. Feather off. Staying back in the shotgun with 2 receivers left and right. Takes the snap, dropping back, looking to pass. Rolling out. It's complete. Out at the 26. And fighting, and it's going to be a first down, Lawrence County. Great second effort right there by Lawrence County's number 21, Carlo Chico.
Yep, and Cooper Robinson was there on the tackle, just could not keep him behind the sticks. But that's what you got to do if you're going to play zone coverage like this. You've got to come up and tackle. Cooper Robinson did a really good job there tackling, just not enough to keep him from getting the first down.
1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. On the 39-yard line, 13-0, North Laurel. 32 seconds left here in the first quarter. Feather off, back in the gun, 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Takes a snap, and this little screen pass is complete to Deerfield, and he's going to be taken down at the 41. Give him 2 on the play.
And Bryson Nance there in the flat made an excellent read, snuffing that screen out, seeing it right away, limited it to only 2 yards.
9 seconds left here in the first quarter, and they're probably not going to take another snap. And they're not going to do it. Quick first quarter, North Laurel on top, 13-0 over the Lawrence County Bulldogs. Friday Night Lights is brought to you by North Laurel Nation, official home of North Laurel Athletics and the Jaguar Broadcasting Network alongside WJTE 98.5.
At London Power Equipment, power means service, power means protection, and most of all, power means power. Power. With technicians certified in Briggs, Kawasaki, Kohler, and Honda. And we offer for sale brands like Grasshopper, Simplicity, Echo, Husqvarna, DR, and Generac. We service and repair most outdoor power equipment brands. And if it's work gear, we've got you covered too. With arborist, forestry, and lineman gear. At 1680 Highway 192 East, we're open weekdays 8 to 5 with options for financing. We are locally owned and operated. Find LPE on Facebook or phone 606-389-5535 for London Power Equipment.
Welcome back to Lawrence County. North Laurel with a 13-0 lead as we get set for the second quarter play. North Laurel's offense looking really, really good. North Laurel's defense looking just as good, playing some really good football. At EC Porter IGA in London, owner Stewart and Ernest Madhouse have always took great pride in the fact that they're a locally owned business, and because of that commitment, they've taken great care of the generations of local grocery customers. IGA in East London on Forest Street, we love our local student athletes. Feather off, back in the gun. Running backs on both sides, 2 receivers to the right hand, 1 to the left, low snap. Running left and being taken down and out of bounds is number 4. Never could get the number on Williams. And they're going to give him his original line of scrimmage. I thought he went down a little behind that.
It looked like he did go behind it. Yeah.
There they go. They moved it now. So about a 1-yard loss. So it brings up 3rd and 11
And
for North Laurel.
Right at the start.
Bulldogs. There you go. Feather off and Williams in the backfield. Got 3 left, 1 right. Feather off, dropping back, looking to pass, rolling to right. Oh, nice catch right there. That's going to be right at the sticks and going to be about a yard shy. I tell you what.
Yeah.
What a catch right there by Carlo Chico. That was textbook beautiful. And not only that, beautiful thrown pass. Great coverage by North Laurel right there. He kept it where North Laurel, the only place North Laurel could not have knocked that down. That was a pass right there.
Yeah, because
Great pass.
you had number 1, Colton Gilbert, Braxton Fultz right there in coverage on top of it.
4th and 1. Bulldogs going to go for it. Feather off. Back in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Feather off's going to keep it right up the middle. He's going to have first down, get across the 45, down to the 42-yard line. And, that you can see that coming. This is kind of what we saw last week with Madison Central's quarterback. Kind of the same style of football, offensive sets.
Yeah, running those little read options out of the shotgun, that was hard to stop. And a big part of why that didn't work, you had Brody Pruitt on. They loved to blitz Brody Pruitt up the middle a couple times. I think he overran just a little bit.
Sure did. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. North Laurel territory. Feather off, back in the gun, 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Little option, kicks it out to the 40, and right there, big hit put on number 4, Williams. And there's North Laurel's number, I believe it was Colton Gilbert that came in on the tackle, wasn't it?
Yep, that's exactly right. Colton Gilbert hit the heck out of it, man. He hit him hard.
2nd and 5 for Lawrence County. Bulldogs sitting 2 receivers left, 2 right. Feather off, back in the shotgun, and right there, we're going to have all sides. That's going to be really close to the first down marker. We'll have to see exactly where it's at. Got to have discipline.
Yeah.
Watch the ball.
And Reese had been close on the snap count. He's been close on him a couple times. I think he's got a beat on what it was, and I think they may have took advantage of him right there. Probably changed the snap count up a little bit and got Reese to bite on it. Because Reese, it seemed like Reese had it figured out. He was beating them I mean, right as soon as they were snapping, Reese was coming out of his set.
And we've got official timeout. I believe we're going to have a measurement because it is right at the sticks. And there it is.
Yeah.
I thought it about had to be a first down there.
And interesting for North Laurel here, they're usually a 4-man front team. They've usually got Colton Gilbert, Gage Baker, Kingston Reams, and another defensive lineman. They've gone to a 3-3-5. Look here, they're only running 3 defensive linemen right now.
Feather off. And Williams in the backfield. Feather off, dropping back, looking to pass. Got a receiver open deep. And just overthrew his intended receiver, number 22, Gray Deerfield.
And, buddy, Featheroff had a face full of Reese Sutton and Brody Pruitt. They brought Brody Pruitt on a little linebacker blitz, kind of a loop blitz into the left guard, trying to use Brody Pruitt's speed to get around the left guard. It got right in Featheroff's face, and he still just about drilled this pass down here. I mean, that was an awesome, awesome throw in the face of all that pressure.
2nd and 10 for the Bulldogs. 3 receivers left, 1 right. Williams to the right of Featheroff. Featheroff's going to keep it going straight up the middle, and he's upended. Going to spot him down right at the 30-yard line.
And North Laurel in this 3-3-5, they have reacted to Lawrence County being a little bit smaller than they are because North Laurel, like I said, typically a 4-man front. And they've also gone a little bit lighter on their defensive linemen, too. Instead of running Kingston Reeves, they're running Caleb Roark at defensive end.
3rd and 7 for Lawrence County. Featheroff. Back in the shotgun. Williams behind him. Going to give it to Williams. Going straight up the middle. And he's going to dive forward. And that's going to be about a yard shy. It's going to bring up about 4th and 1 for the Bulldogs.
Man, this is where I'd say bring that 4-man front back in and try that. But I think North Laurel, they're going to stick with this defense all night, it seems like.
Got to be disciplined right here.
Oh, yeah.
No hard counts.
Yep.
Don't give them anything.
Yeah, don't give them a free first down.
$7:45 left here in the second quarter, 13-0. North Laurel. Featheroff going under center. Watch him take it straight up the gut. Nope, give it for out. We've got whistles, and we've got a timeout, Lawrence County. We're going to step aside and go with them. Friday Night Lights, brought to you by North Laurel Nation, official home of North Laurel Athletics and Jaguar Broadcasting Network.
At Second Mile Behavioral Health, we're here for you in every way possible. We're trained professionals in the mental health field, and we care. We believe in targeted case management and community support. We assess cases like mental health, substance abuse, parenting, anger management, and domestic violence. We take your needs seriously. You can find us on social media or go to secondmilebehavioral.com. Our phone number, 606-657-5504. Matthew chapter 5, verse 41 says, "And whoever compels you to go 1 mile, go with him too." That's us, Second Mile Behavioral Health.
Welcome back to the Lawrence County. North Laurel with a 13-0 lead. 7:34 left here in the first half. Lawrence County facing a 4th and 1 from the North Laurel 24-yard line.
And North Laurel, in reaction to this bunch, in reaction to this short yard situation, they're collapsing all of their defense in close on the line of scrimmage, even though they don't have a lot of meat up front.
Featheroff back in the shotgun. Williams behind him. Man in motion to the right. Featheroff's going to keep it. He will cut up, and he's going to be taken down for about a 3-yard loss. Turnover on downs for Lawrence County. Big defensive stand right there for the Jaguars.
I think we had Braxton Fultz was the one who tripped up Featheroff, and even if he'd have handed it off, Reese Sutton smacked the running back. And we saw North Laurel, they switched back to that 4-man front I was talking about, and it worked. I mean, they did not block Reese Sutton at all. Reese Sutton ended up blowing that whole play up for Lawrence County. They turned the ball over.
1st and 10, North Laurel from their own 25.5-yard line. Robinson and McCorder in the backfield, 3 receivers to the left, to the right. McCorder's going to keep it, going straight up the gut, gets across the 30 to about the 31-yard line. Pickup of 5 on the play, brings up 2nd and 5
And I love North Laurel attacking the middle of Lawrence County's defense. Like we've been hammering on it that they're a little bit smaller and we're a little bit bigger, and they've been hitting them in the middle. And then you take that power that North Laurel has up front and combine that with the speed of Jude McCorder, and you have runs like that right there that keep you ahead of those sticks.
3 receivers left, 1 to the right. McCorder back in the shotgun. Robinson to the left. McCorder. It's complete to Anderson, and he's hit behind the line of scrimmage. Going to lose about 1 on the play right there. Lawrence County, they knew what was coming right there. Did a good job sniffing that one out.
Yeah, North Laurel has run that screen a lot this year. So, that was something that they've probably seen North Laurel put on tape the first few games, and they said, all right, well, they're setting up for the screen. Let's go stop it.
3rd and about 6 for North Laurel. North Laurel with 2 receivers out to the left, 1 to the right. Robinson, McCorder in the backfield, and Steve Nelson's going to take a timeout. We'll keep it right here. Tell you, I'm really impressed with both sides of the ball so far tonight.
Yeah, they've not had a lot of negatives either way to really talk about, other than just the missed extra point. And that's really been it. Everything else has been positive. Everything's worked. The defense has been great. They've stopped Lawrence County twice, and they've had 2 really great possessions on offense. There's a lot to be happy about. What I've noticed here initially on this 3rd down that they've called, Lawrence County's come out in basically a cover 0, where North Laurel's running 3 wide receivers to the right and then the 1 single. They're running straight man-to-man across the board. So you've got one-on-ones everywhere you want it. So you're hoping one of these wide receivers can get open somewhere, like R.J. Noble, like we talked about, Cam Anderson, Colton Gilbert, one of these guys get open in single coverage, hopefully catch a ball here for a 3rd down.
John Root has proudly served as your Laurel County Sheriff for the past 15 years, and he gladly supports all of our area student athletes. Check out their new location at 1380 East Highway 192, 3rd and 6 for North Laurel. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Robinson to the left of McCorder. McCorder takes a snap, looking to pass, looking to throw deep. It's lofted up. It's going to be a jump ball, and it's complete. Oh, no.
Oh.
They said, I guess he was out of bounds.
Out of bounds, yeah, because he caught the ball.
Yeah, he caught the ball.
And there's attacking the one-on-ones like we're talking about. They fake screens on both sides. Jude McCorder with a perfect pump fake. You had Cam Anderson one-on-one with a little bit of separation. Cam just could not quite couldn't keep his body in. It wasn't even his feet. He couldn't keep his body in.
That ball had a whole lot of height on it. It really hung up there on Jude quite a bit.
Yeah, but it worked out because it put Cam Anderson in a spot where he could kind of box the defender out and make it. It basically made it a back shoulder throw. Cam was still able to get to it, just not in bounds enough.
Cam Anderson on to kick it away for North Laurel, back deep for the Bulldogs, number 22, Deerfield, standing about the 40-yard line. And off the side of the foot of Anderson, it's going to take a North Laurel bounce, fortunately, and it's going to get down to about the 39-yard line. We saw that once last week.
Yeah, I know.
Cam really kind of struggling from back there.
Yeah, the kicking game was having a little bit of trouble. But thankfully, it took a bounce here about the 45 and rolled for about 10 more yards and made that not as bad. Because really, if they got it about the 50, you'd have been better off just going for it. But they got him out to at least the 40 and backed him up a little bit.
Good field position for the Bulldogs, 13-0. North Laurel on top. 5:59 left here in the first half. Homecoming night here for the Bulldogs. Yeah. Featheroff back in the gun. Behind him is number 8, Frazier. 2 receivers left and right. Featheroff calling for it, dropping back, looking to pass. It's complete out to 45 and out to the 47-yard line. Pickup of 8 on the play. 2nd and 2 for the Bulldogs.
In North Laurel, they are a primary zone team. You very rarely see this team ever run man-to-man. And their Featheroff took advantage of it. This coaching staff has seen 2 drives of North Laurel playing zone coverage. They curled that little route about 8 yards right between the linebacker and the flat zone and got a big gain out of it.
Williams in behind Featheroff. 3 receivers left. Man in motion to the right. Calls for it. Dropping back. Looking to pass. And it's complete at the 45. And they're going to lose a couple yards there. Great defense. Deerfield on the reception.
It had the appearance of being some kind of screen, and it did not work. There was nobody blocking for that running back there. Not a soul. You had Reese Sutton. Reese Sutton, man, they have not blocked him a lot tonight, and that's something you've got to do if you want to stop if you want to gain anything against this North Laurel thing.
3rd and 4 facing the Lawrence County Bulldogs. 3 receivers to the right, 2 left. Feather off, takes the snap, dropping back, looking to pass, looking deep. And that is going to be thrown out of bounds. That's going to be 4th and 4 for the Bulldogs.
There you saw North Laurel in a little cover 2 look, and you had number 8, Evan Zarate, kind of fading back with that streak they kind of ran there, trying to get a pass in between the safety and the corner. Zarate following that all the way up the field, closed that window off where there was nowhere for the quarterback, Feather off, to throw the ball.
Ball spotted on the 45-yard line of the Bulldogs. Feather off, back in the gun, trying to get that hard count. Got to be disciplined. Got to be disciplined. There's the snap. It's complete to Deerfield, out to 45, stays on his feet, and he's going to be taken down about a yard behind the original line of scrimmage. Another turnover on downs for Lawrence County. Great defense right there. Number 21, Bryson Nance, along with number 16, Colton Gilbert, in on the tackle. 1st and 10, North Laurel from the Bulldogs' 45-yard line. 4:37 left here in the first half. North Laurel needs to put another really good drive together right here before halftime.
Make this thing 3 scores. It makes it a lot harder for this Lawrence County team to come back. You had to score on there. And we got to give a call on that last defensive play to number 30, Peyton Roberts. He was able to blow that block up and help blow the screen up they tried to run on that left side.
Nance and Robinson on either side of McQuarter. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Robinson gets it running left, trying to get outside, and he loses his footing again. That's twice we've seen Robinson, and he actually gets up and he's taking his cleats and trying to get a feel for this turf. It may be getting just a little bit of dew on it, maybe getting a little bit slick.
Maybe so, because that's exactly what he was feeling. And he had some blockers out in front. Bryson Nance had put a big block on one of their linebackers or safeties, and just a little slip.
2nd and 11 for North Laurel. Back at the 46-yard line. Robinson to the right of McQuarter, Nance to the left. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. McQuarter takes the snap. He's going to keep it going straight up the gut, and he's going to pick up about 3 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 7. Now they're moving it back, so we're going to say 3rd and 8.
All right, here's where you want to see that North Laurel passing game do a little damage. Pop up in one of these zones here and then try to pick up this first down.
$13-0 North Laurel, 3:25 and counting here in the first half. 14 seconds on the play clock. Play clock down to 5. 2, 1. There, got it off. McQuarter looking to throw. And he had his receiver down at the 35-yard line, and just not a good throw right there by McQuarter.
Yeah, and I see what Jude was trying to do. He had number 6 for Lawrence County. That the hook zone, the linebacker, was kind of leaning that way toward R.J. Noble, and so he was trying to throw it just kind of away from that zone to not throw a pick and not put R.J. in a spot where he was going to get creamed just a little bit too far.
And I believe he had been probably just a little bit short. If you're a receiver, you got to know where the
first down it's at,
marker is.
We've talked about that a lot.
3 receivers right, North Laurel. Going for it on 4th and 8. Porter takes a snap, dropping back, looking to pass. He's got Anderson open. He's throwing out to the right, gets rid of it, and it's intercepted down at the 28-yard line. Here again, McQuarter was flushed out of the pocket, and he had to get rid of it at some point. So here again, you don't want to take the sack way back here at the 50. You still want to get rid of it. So it's not that bad.
Yeah, I know. I had to sit there and think. I said, oh, my gosh, he threw a pick. But in the situation, that's probably not the worst thing in the world. He just didn't – you don't want to just throw it away. You at least want to try to give your guy a chance to catch it, even if you do throw a pick. It wasn't going to go very far, and it kind of actually gained him a little field position. So where the play broke down, that was fine.
2:56 left here in the first half. Feather off. Back in the shotgun. Hands it off, going straight up the middle. And gain of about 1 on the play. That was Williams on the carry. Reese Sutton had to do some management, some details, work on that helmet.
Yeah.
Got it back on. 2:26 left here in the first half. Feather off back in the shotgun. Williams to the right. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Dropping back, looking to pass. Those right. And nearly complete, just outside of the reach of number 6, Cameron Castle, down at the 40.
Yeah, and Braxton Fultz was in the zone in the middle that time, forced that ball to be kind of away from the wide receiver and way out, way behind him because he was playing such good zone coverage. And we have to talk about their defensive line real quick. It turns out Kingston Reams is actually hurt tonight. So I think this defense is kind of a reaction to not having their starting defensive end tonight.
3rd and 9 for the Bulldogs. Williams and Featheroff in the backfield. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Takes the snap. Still scrambling. And it's no. I tell you what, almost a terrific catch by Chico again. We saw this earlier in the game, and it just goes off his fingertips down to 41, which would have been enough for a first down. I tell you, I am highly, highly impressed with this number 21 Chico.
I know, and he's it makes you think he may be part of the reason why Featheroff has so many yards, because it appears he can put his body in position to catch a lot of these balls that may be a little bit off target. So, man, he's had a couple near catches that would have been spectacular if he pulled them down.
Featheroff back to kick it away for the Bulldogs. Good snap. And over in, and McWhorter's going to take it about the 35. Out at the 40, breaks 2 tackles. Up the middle, across the 50, 45. And we've got flags thrown. That probably in the field, probably somewhere in the vicinity of holding North Laurel. So that'll back it up 10.
Yep. And that was a good return by Drew McWhorter,
yeah,
too.
Great return right there.
He had a lot of these Lawrence County defenders standing still, wondering what just went by him.
So a 23-yard return is negated by holding by North Laurel.
What the heck?
All right. 1:56 left here in the first half. Plenty of time. Great field position for North Laurel. North Laurel sending 2 receivers left, 2 right. Nance to the, I believe it's Nance to the left of McWhorter. Nope, Robinson, excuse me. McWhorter to Robinson, straight up the middle, out to the 50, and falling forward into Lawrence County territory to the 49, 145 and counting. 2nd and 7 for North Laurel.
Good run by Cooper Robinson, but they need to get a little pace going here. You know, the clock is ticking away, and you want to take advantage of this opportunity to score.
Robinson and McWhorter in the backfield, 2 receivers left, 2 right. McWhorter keeps it, going straight up the middle, cuts the right, back to the middle, gets down to the 46-yard line, brings up 3rd and 3 for North Laurel. 1:12 left on the clock.
They're doing a great job getting going and getting set after these runs.
They're giving a lot of room to North Laurel receivers over here. I mean, 3 yards. Robson gets it, trying to get outside, and he is going to be thrown down, and we're going to have flags. That could be face mask right there.
Uh-oh.
We'll see what the call is. And they're going to march it off against Lawrence County.
Oh, man.
So a 5-yard penalty. Face mask. Incidental face mask. So that's why it's only a 5-yard penalty. 1st and 10, North Laurel. 53 seconds left here in the first half. Ball on the 42-yard line. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Robinson to the left of McWhorter. McCorder, it's complete to Anderson. And he's taken down right where he caught it. And it's going to be a pickup of about 4 on the play. Quick timeout, North Laurel.
Yep.
Good use of timeouts right there. 45.5 seconds left.
Yep, and they're managing the clock in their field position well. They've already got up to about, the 38. They really need to get probably around the 20 to feel pretty good about a field goal. So they're doing great, just moving here. They still got 1 timeout left to play with. So, and then having 45 seconds on the clock, you can still run the ball from time to time there and be able to get back and get huddled and get set to go again. So they're doing a good job managing the clock. We saw them manage the clock well last week. And they had a couple of these under 2-minute situations that they handled really well, and they're appearing to handle this one good as well.
Tanya and her staff at Excel Physical Therapy and stand ready to meet all your physical therapy needs. And they love to support the green and blue of North Laurel. See Tanya today across from North Main CVS. Second Mile Behavioral Health welcomes you to the broadcast of North Laurel football. The great staff here takes care in assessing your needs through positive, uplifting consultation, and they are proud to back the green and blue of North Laurel. 2nd and 6 from the Lawrence County 38-yard line. 45.5 seconds left here in the first half. Robinson to the left and McCorder. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. McCorder takes a snap, dropping back, looking to pass, the rushing 3. Pocket breaking down, and McCorder.
That's intentional grounding.
That could be intentional grounding right there. Yep. Flag's going to drop.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be intentional grounding right there.
Yeah, you have to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yep. Yeah, the official carried it for a while, wanted to talk to the line judge, but there was no question about that one. That was intentional grounding.
Yeah, it was.
But here again, Lawrence County only rushing 3, and they get in the backfield to McCorder.
I know.
We've got too big a line to let that happen.
I know. That shocks me. And, I mean, on top of that, you had nobody open downfield either to even throw the ball to. So just not a good play. Sets them back big time here in this.
3rd and 20. 38.5 seconds left. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Robinson to the left. McCorder dropping back, looking to pass. Rolling out. Looking deep. He's got a receiver open, actually. It's complete to Anderson down to 10. 5, fighting for it. And he falls in the end zone. And they're saying
he's
short.
Boy, I don't know about that. Timeout.
Let's see. We got 26.7 seconds left.
No, you don't need a timeout. We can get up here and be okay. Well, I guess they call it.
Cam Anderson. Man, what a catch there by Anderson.
How about that? Setting North up on the 1. Man, and what a throw by Drew McCorder, too, to give Cam a chance to catch
that was a great throw right there by McCorder. Timeout, North Laurel.
And you had Colton Gilbert over here trying to drag Cam Anderson into the end zone. That was awesome. And almost halfway wouldn't they stopped the clock to let the sticks get reset. I almost halfway would have wanted to get up here and just try to run it real quick and then call a timeout.
Yeah.
That way you've used to play on first down, and then you've got that would have worked out. But it's okay. I think they'll be okay here. They're on the
Nonetheless,
1.
You don't have time to stand there and think. You got to go. You want 6 here. You don't want 3.
Yeah, and you've got time for probably 1 run, and then you got to get up and throw it.
And then nothing happens. You kick the field goal.
Yep, that's right.
They're loading up that backfield. We've seen this a lot. Kind of know what to expect right here. McCorder under center. Quarterback sneak. Gets the push. Touchdown. And we got flags.
Goodness. What could it be? What?
They're going to say that our running backs pushed McCorder into the end zone.
That's not a penalty. That's not a penalty.
Yep. They're getting the wow.
The what? Is that a penalty in high school? They made that up. They do. The Eagles do that pro football every week.
I'll tell you this. We have seen that play all year long.
And nobody's called nothing.
First flag we've seen.
That is
the first flag that we've seen.
I don't know about that.
24.5 seconds left. Ball back at the 6-yard line. McCorder looking to throw. Throwing it up to a jump ball. And it's incomplete. in the end zone. Is that Noble?
Yeah, it was Noble. I was hoping for a makeup call right there. Maybe call PI and put us back on the one.
9.3 or 19.3 seconds.
Man.
Second and goal. Ball on the 6.
Yeah, so you've got a chance. You can still run the ball here. Third down, yeah, we can still run the ball here and get up and spike it and then kick the field goal if you wanted to run it. But I'm gonna say they probably gonna throw it a couple more times.
3 receivers left, 1 right. Robinson to the left and McQuarter. McQuarter calls for it, dropping back, looking to pass. McQuarter's tucking, looking to run, and he's just going to be
horse collar. Call it.
He was tackled out of bounds. You got to throw a flag on that. When you're 2 yards out of bounds, you throw the flag.
Yeah, you do.
That was.
Ah, God. Well,
you got to throw it.
Well, at least he got out of bounds. We got that going for us, but that should have been a penalty.
Yeah, that should have been a penalty right there.
Mighty. Man, getting robbed.
12.5 seconds left. I think you got to throw it.
Yeah,
take a chance of throwing it, and here's the thing: 5 seconds left on the play clock. 2 seconds.
Oh my goodness.
McQuarter.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my Lord.
What? North Laurel tried to do a quarterback sneak up the middle with 9 seconds left and no timeouts. And we got flags flying, and we're going to have probably unsportsmanlike against number 75, Reese Sutton. I'm
at a loss for words, Joe.
I have to question that call.
Yeah, you do. I mean,
McQuarter goes under center. Yeah, we've seen them get several yards, on that quarterback sneak. But it's third down. You got 9.3 seconds. You got plenty of time to throw the football. If you don't get a touchdown, throw it out of the end zone. You bring on Cam Anderson for 3.
And you put 3 points on the board.
But nonetheless, 13-0 North Laurel on top of the Lawrence County Bulldogs here from a beautiful stadium at Lawrence County. We're going to step aside for halftime. We'll be right back. Recap the first half.
Life is full of surprises. Some good, some unexpected. That's why you need protection for your home, your car, and your family's future. I'm Agent Jimmy Storm, your local Kentucky Farm Bureau agent, and I'll help you find personalized coverage that fits your needs and your budget. Call me today at 606-528-2030 for a free quote and a peace of mind.
At Second Mile Behavioral Health, we're here for you in every way possible. We're trained professionals in the mental health field, and we care. We believe in targeted case management and community support. We assess cases like mental health, substance abuse, parenting, anger management, and domestic violence. We take your needs seriously. You can find us on social media or go to secondmilebehavioral.com. Our phone number, 606-657-5504. Matthew chapter 5, verse 41 says, "And whoever compels you to go 1 mile, go with him 2. That's us, Second Mile Behavioral Health.
XL Physical Therapy at 87 CVB Drive in London. Eliminate pain, improve mobility. We even offer stroke recovery, sports recovery, and we can help you avoid surgery in some cases. Take it from someone who knows. XL Physical Therapy is the best around. Phone 606-877-4673 or find XL Physical Therapy on Facebook. Let Tanya and her staff of caring professionals at XL Physical Therapy take care of you. Since 2010, John Root has proudly served as your Laurel County Sheriff. Now ready to serve in their new location at 1380 East Highway 192 in London. Monday through Friday, 8 to 4. John Root, providing a safe, secure place for the residents of and visitors to our fine county of Laurel. And he proudly supports all area youth activities. At E.C. Porter IGA in London, owners Stuart and Ernest Matt House have always took great pride in the fact that they're a locally owned business. And because of that commitment, they've taken great care of generations of local grocery customers. E.C. Porter IGA in East London on 4th Street, where we love our local student athletes and their families. Hey everyone, join Heaven's Hour with Elijah Jervis, Ethan Eversole, Jonathan Gibson, and J.J. Combs. Each Saturday at 9 a.m. on 98.5 WJTE, The Light of London, and on Facebook and YouTube, where we break down the Word and bring it to life for you with Bible-based preaching and teaching for this generation. And he said unto them, Go ye into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature. Heaven's Hour, each Saturday at 9, with an encore presentation at 9 p.m. on Sunday nights on 98.5 WJTE, The Light of London. At London Power Equipment, power means service, power means protection, and most of all, power means power. Power. With technicians certified in Briggs, Kawasaki, Kohler, and Honda. And we offer for sale brands like Grasshopper, Echo, Husqvarna, DR, and Generac. We service and repair most outdoor power equipment brands. And if it's work gear, we've got you covered too. With arborist, forestry, and lineman gear. At 1680 Highway 192 East, we're open weekdays 8 to 5. With options for financing, we are locally owned and operated. Find LPE on Facebook or phone 606-389-5535 for London Power Equipment.
Gondolier Italian Restaurant of London is a proud supporter of North Laurel Athletics. Locally owned and operated, Doyle Jones and his family and staff use only the freshest ingredients with the largest menu selection around. Here are just a few of the things folks are saying about Gondolier. Fast, friendly service. Everything was delicious. While another satisfied customer says great service and staff. The food is amazing and has yet to disappoint. GondelierofLondon.com. North Laurel and Gondolier are a winning team.
Who doesn't love a smile? At Dr. William Todd Petrie Dental, we care about you. While comparing costs for dental services, always read the fine print. At Petrie Dental, there are no hidden costs, and we are now accepting new patients. Plus, most major insurances are taken. Free exams, high-quality dentures. Don't wait. Petrie Dental, north of London on US 25, 606-843-6476. A proud supporter of North Laurel. Fat Butts Barbecue has a new location in London, just north of the Kentucky State Police Post. Find our amazing menu on Facebook and online at fatbuttsbbq.com. That's PHATBUTTZBBQ.com. Whether it's a hankin' for some loaded nachos or pulled pork or sliced beef. Also, don't forget our delicious blown-up burnt-ends and our outstanding ranch-based potato salad. There are so many mouth-watering menu items you'll just have to taste and see for yourself. Fat Butts, lunch or dinner, US 25 north of London in the Pittsburgh Plaza. Phone 606-712-4026.
Life is full of surprises. Some good, some unexpected. That's why you need protection for your home, your car, and your family's future. I'm Agent Jimmy Storm, your local Kentucky Farm Bureau agent, and I'll help you find personalized coverage that fits your needs and your budget. Call me today at 606-528-2030 for a free quote and a peace of mind.
At Second Mile Behavioral Health, we're here for you in every way possible. We're trained professionals in the mental health field and we care. We believe in targeted case management and community support. We assess cases like mental health, substance abuse, parenting, anger management, and domestic violence. We take your needs seriously. You can find us on social media or go to secondmilebehavioral.com. Our phone number, 606-657-5504. Matthew chapter 5 verse 41 says, "And whoever compels you to go 1 mile, go with him 2. That's us, Second Mile Behavioral Health.
XL Physical Therapy at 87 CVB Drive in London. Eliminate pain, improve mobility. We even offer stroke recovery, sports recovery, and we can help you avoid surgery in some cases. Take it from someone who knows. XL Physical Therapy is the best around. Phone 606-877-4673 or find XL Physical Therapy on Facebook. Let Tanya and her staff of caring professionals at XL Physical Therapy take care of you. Since 2010, John Root has proudly served as your Laurel County Sheriff, now ready to serve in their new location at 1380 East Highway 192 in London, Monday through Friday, 8 to 4. John Root, providing a safe, secure place for the residents of and visitors to our fine county of Laurel, and he proudly supports all area youth activities. At EC Porter IGA in London, owners Stuart and Ernest Matt House have always took great pride in the fact that they're a locally owned business. And because of that commitment, they've taken great care of generations of local grocery customers. EC Porter IGA in East London on 4th Street, where we love our local student athletes and their families. Hey everyone, join Heaven's Hour with Elijah Jervis, Ethan Eversole, Jonathan Gibson, and J.J. Combs each Saturday at 9 a.m. on 98.5 WJTE, The Light of London, and on Facebook and YouTube, where we break down the Word and bring it to life for you with Bible-based preaching and teaching for this generation. And he said unto them, Go ye into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature. Heaven's Hour each Saturday at 9, with an encore presentation at 9 p.m. on Sunday nights on 98.5 WJTE, The Light of London. At London Power Equipment, power means service, power means protection, and most of all, power means power. Power. With technicians certified in Briggs, Kawasaki, Kohler, and Honda. And we offer for sale brands like Grasshopper, Echo, Husqvarna, DR, and Generac. We service and repair most outdoor power equipment brands. And if it's work gear, we've got you covered too. With arborist, forestry, and lineman gear. At 1680 Highway 192 East, we're open weekdays 8 to 5. With options for financing, we are locally owned and operated. Find LPE on Facebook or phone 606-389-5535 for London Power Equipment.
Gondolier Italian Restaurant of London is a proud supporter of North Laurel Athletics. Locally owned and operated, Doyle Jones and his family and staff use only the freshest ingredients with the largest menu selection around. Here are just a few of the things folks are saying about Gondolier. Fast, friendly service. Everything was delicious. While another satisfied customer says great service and staff. The food is amazing and has yet to disappoint. GondelierofLondon.com. North Laurel and Gondolier are a winning team.
Who doesn't love a smile? At Dr. William Todd Petrie Dental, we care about you. While comparing costs for dental services, always read the fine print. At Petrie Dental, there are no hidden costs, and we are now accepting new patients. Plus, most major insurances are taken. Free exams, high-quality dentures. Don't wait. Petrie Dental, north of London on US 25, 606-843-6476. A proud supporter of North Laurel. Fat Butts Barbecue has a new location in London, just north of the Kentucky State Police Post. Find our amazing menu on Facebook and online at fatbuttsbbq.com. That's PHATBUTTZBBQ.com. Whether it's a hankin' for some loaded nachos or pulled pork or sliced beef. Also, don't forget our delicious blown-up burnt-ends and our outstanding ranch-based potato salad. There are so many mouth-watering menu items you'll just have to taste and see for yourself. Fat Butts, lunch or dinner, US 25 north of London in the Pittsburgh Plaza. Phone 606-712-4026.
Lexi's daughter is Amber Squirrel.
For the best in Southern and country gospel, you have found the source. It's the Light of London 98.5 for the old and new. And somewhere in between, we are the Light of London for the very best in country and Southern gospel.
We are the Light of London 98.5, providing you with some of the very best gospel music around. And you can take us with you anywhere you go. For more information, visit us at www.lightoflondon.com.
Welcome back to Lawrence County as North Laurel with a 13-0 lead over the Bulldogs. We really saw North Laurel come out and put three really, really impressive drives together. Everything was just clicking offensively, defense. Listen, this is a very, very talented offensive Lawrence County team. Their quarterback, Featheroff, he is all that, what you say, a bag of chips. The kid is very intelligent, throws the ball extremely well. Got a couple really, really talented receivers out there, and especially number 21, Chico. But North Laurel, they were really having a lot of success. North Laurel was getting a really good push out of that offensive line, having a lot of success early with the run game.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, yeah, they've really have run Lawrence County over a lot with the running game, and that's allowed them to open up a lot of stuff in the passing game. You know, Drew McCord's thrown for a couple of touchdowns tonight, one to Bryson Nance, one to Cam Anderson. They've looked really good. They've had so many positives happen on offense, especially with his protection. I think that's one thing that they wanted to see improve. And Jude had a lot of time. And when Jude has time, he is, as good as anybody, and he can use that arm to dot these defenses up, and he did a really good job with that. Their offense looked real good in that first half. I mean, just very impressive.
And throwing the ball, this last big play from midfield down to Cam Anderson, down to about the 1 yard line. That's a well thrown football.
Yeah, it absolutely was. And I mean, Cam Anderson did exactly what he needed to do to get up there and grab that, because it's still, you still got a defender in the area, so Cam still has to make a play on the ball to go get it. It's not like he's just wide open down there. You still got to fight through the defender, and he did that, and then almost scored. So that was, man, and that's something we've been wanting from this team, to see them take some deep shots, and they've done that tonight. We've seen them attack them deep with Cam Anderson.
We go back a few plays, maybe a possession or two before that. We saw Cam Anderson come up with that huge catch down around the 23, 24-yard line. Official said he was out of bounds when he came down. I don't know. It's on the far field. We can't say he was. But what I do know, Cam Anderson goes up in really good coverage, comes down with a football. Great reception. I tell you, I really like what I'm seeing out of Cam Anderson tonight.
Yeah, and me too. And that's something we got to have. And RJ Noble on the other side is another one we want to see have some of those deep shots. You've got to have those plays of 20-plus attempts, targets 20-plus, to open these defenses up, to give the other parts of your offense a chance to thrive. And, North Laurel did it. That was just something we've been longing for, something we finally got, something that got us excited up here in the booth watching those big gains through the air.
One thing I've seen, the cornerbacks for Lawrence County, they are giving our receivers a lot of room. They're starting to back up, so we're getting about 7 yards of freedom right there. That's what we saw last week Madison Central start doing, and we really took advantage of that. We was getting 5-6 yard pickups at a time.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what they need to do. Take advantage where they're giving you space, make them come up and play, and then we get even more of those deep shots. And we've seen Lawrence County in a lot of zone coverage tonight, and they popped them up inside those, in between those zones, and they made big catches there. And it's a passing game that we wanted to see improve all year, and finally showing some signs of life here the last couple of games.
And we talked about it all season. We thought that North Laurel was going to have to develop that passing game to give that talented backfield that we have a opportunity. If you're one dimensional, you're one way, it's really, teams really can just really key on you and make it life tough on you.
Yeah, that's what you talked about on the way up here on that 2.5 hour drive. We talked about how predictable sometimes it is to always run the ball on 1st and 10. Like we see this North Laurel team do a little bit. They are a little predictable at times. And they're starting to break that tendency. We're seeing that tonight where they're breaking that tendency, because you can't run it on 1st and 10 80% of the time. Everybody's going to expect you to. They're going to bring those safeties up to about 8 yards away from the line of scrimmage, and they're going to have a hard time running the ball. So you've got to break that tendency, and they're starting to do that a little bit more, and spreading these defenses out. So, yeah, they're becoming more unpredictable, and they're showing us some different route concepts too that they've not run before, especially a lot of those go routes. We've not seen that out of this offense a lot this year. So, and we've seen 3 or 4 tonight.
Lawrence County's safeties, cornerbacks, they've done a really good job on North Laurel's receivers. We've seen Jude have all kinds of time back there in the pocket.
Yeah.
They're only rushing 3, and sometimes they'll bring a 4th, but generally, you got 3 rushing. And what I'm a little bit shocked by that 3 is late in this, in the second quarter, they're able to penetrate our big offensive line and put pressure on McQuarter, and, he's flushed out of the pocket. And I just really shocked at that.
I know I am too. And I mean, you expect when you're blocking 5 and they're rushing 3, you've got 2 double teams there and somebody in single protection. And they should not break through that easy. And they did on one of those plays. I mean, just had about 2 seconds in the play, had you running for his life. So that was a little concerning. I agree with you on that. That was, something we didn't want to see, them only rushing 3 and then getting to the quarterback. That's not something we want to see.
One thing we saw right there, a blunder, you might say, right there before the half. North Laurel, no timeouts, ball on the 6-yard line. And with 9.3 seconds left, you have time, it's third down. You have time to get one more play off, but you got to throw it. You can't run it from the 6-yard line. You just can't go straight up the gut. They packed it tight, and, that play was doomed from the get-go. You got to drop back. You got to throw it. You got to be aware of, how much time's on the clock. Get rid of it with either it's a touchdown or it's an incomplete pass. You got to use good judgment. You got to get rid of the football. Time's stop. You bring on Anderson. You take 3. You got to put points on the board.
Yeah, and you go through all the ifs of this scenario. You say, well, if it was second down and you ran it with 9 seconds to go, that makes a little more sense because you can get up and spike it. But they ran it on third down with 9 seconds to go. You can't get up and spike that because that's a turnover. They couldn't do that. Then you also can't. Okay, so if you want to run it on third down with 9 seconds left and no timeouts, then you need to run the field goal unit out there. You don't have enough time in 9 seconds to run the field goal unit back out there. All those things,
exactly.
Those are all the things that needed to be considered there that it just feels like maybe they weren't. And you leave 3 points on the board. And, there's no win ever given. So, we come down to the end of this game and we lose by 3 points. Those 3 points that we left on the board down there, it's going to loom large over the result of this game. You just cannot give those things away because you've done so many good things getting to that position to give yourself a shot to put 3 points on the board at the end of the half. You're stealing a possession from them doing that. And they just really gave that away. It just was just a poor decision.
And we saw, last week we missed an extra point.
Yeah.
9-2, that made it 9-7. And we, unfortunately, that's something that you don't see much out of Cam. Saw it again tonight. So, we said earlier that he hadn't had a miss all season, but he did have that one miss, crucial extra point miss at Madison Central, then had one tonight. You got to capitalize.
Yeah.
You've got to find you got to put points on the board when you can.
See, those 4 points they don't have, that would push it out to 17, and that's 3 possessions.
Right.
16 is a hard 2 possessions. You got to go for 2 twice, but 3 possessions, that's a lot of possessions to come back from. So, I just cannot leave those points on the board.
Looking over at Lawrence County, I am, as I said, I'm super, super impressed with their quarterback. I was watching him in pregame. The kid's got an arm, and he throws some nice bullets. I mean, he really puts something on the football. He's not very big, but he's got a great arm.
Yeah, and he can get out of the pocket and create too. That's something you have to have from a quarterback. In this day and age in football, you've got to have a quarterback that can get out of the pocket when the play breaks down. We've seen him have a couple of those throws kind of, once the play broke down and, for one reason or another, they weren't completed. But he looks very comfortable in the pocket. Right off the bat, right first play of the game, he had a 7-step drop. I was like, man, you don't see that from a high schooler taking a 7-step drop. That was really impressive. And yeah, he throws it with velocity and accuracy and confidence. And then on top of that, he's got speed. So even if the offensive line gives up and lets it in front of him,
second leading rusher,
he can escape and use that arm in a position where the defenders can't stay with their guy. So he's a big weapon for this team. And they've done a good job containing him tonight, but they may not be able to contain him forever. So you got to take advantage of every opportunity you can to score.
North Laurel's defense is just really, really came up huge tonight. They are playing by far probably the best defensive game I've seen so far.
Yeah. And we've seen them run a little bit different defensive package. This is a typical last time I mentioned this tonight, but it's their typical 4-man front team. They're running a 3-man front. They don't have number 52 Kingston Reeves tonight. He's one of their best defensive linemen. They don't have him tonight, but they're running, number 15 Caleb Roark, 75 Reese Sutton, and Gage Baker, the other one, the other defensive end. And those guys have done a good job containing him. And then in the second level where you've got basically just a nickel package across the board, you've got a couple linebackers and all defensive backs. That speed matches up really well with this Lawrence County team. We've seen that a lot. That's part of the adjustment, I think, is they've went a little bit smaller to match up with this the speed of this Lawrence County team.
Looking at this past week at North Laurel High School sports. First up, North Laurel High School men's golf. They competed in the conference tournament this past week, coming in second place. They were heading over to the regional tournament about a week and a half. North Laurel High School girls volleyball 4-9 on the season. North Laurel boys soccer 6-5-2 this past week. They defeated Richmond Model 4-1 over at Southwestern 4-0. They tied with Wayne 2-all, and they lost to Madison Central 5-0. North Laurel girls soccer 5-3 on the season. Looking over at North Laurel middle school football on the season, the sixth grade is 4-5, 7th grade 3-3, 8th grade 4-3. This past week they took on South Laurel Middle School. 6th grade lost 34-0. 7th grade lost 14-8. 8th grade won 22-8. All right, we are set to get this third quarter underway. The 15-yard unsportsmanlike penalty was assessed from the 40. So the ball spotted on the 25-yard line. Cam Anderson be teeing it up right there. Back deep for Lawrence County is number 22, Deerfield, along with number 1, Braxton Davis. Cam Anderson moving on the ball for North Laurel. Kick, it's going to be hit at the 20, taking it to 15. Right up the gut is Deerfield out to the 30, trying to get outside. And he's going to be thrown down at the 35-yard line by Jude McCorder. Pretty good field position, starting field position for the Bulldogs.
Okay, and there was a lot of conversation up here in the press box that maybe Reese Sutton had been kicked out of the game.
He has not. He is on the field.
He's on the field.
And,
that's a good thing. That's good.
You know, we did see the official give him the thumbs up like he'd been ejected, but evidently wasn't. But he did get that 15-yard penalty to start the game.
But that's huge that North Laurel gets to keep him on the field because he is their best, the biggest part of their defense.
Featheroff and Williams behind him, back in the gun, 2 receivers left and right. Featheroff takes it. Featheroff keeps it. And a little shuttle pass out. It's complete to Deerfield, and right there, it's going to be a late hit.
Yeah,
absolutely. That's a good call on against North Laurel. Here again, you've got them 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and you just keep hitting him while he's laying on the ground.
Yeah, they had somebody jump right on top of him. The tackle was already made. He's laying on the ground. There wasn't nothing to be done right there. That's a bad mistake for North Laurel.
I believe they are probably getting Peyton Roberts for that one. McCorder comes up and talks to Roberts about that. You know, yeah, you want to hit somebody. That's why you're out there. But, hey, you got to know when to throw the brakes.
Yeah, that's right. And when he's already been tackled, there's no sense in going in there and hitting him with your helmet or hitting him somewhere in the shoulder or something like that. That'll do you no good.
So that's going to be a first down, Lawrence County. It's going to take it out to the 48-yard line of the Bulldogs. Featheroff going under center. Man in motion, going straight up the gut. Was number 7, Priest. Pick up 3 yards on the play, brings up 2nd and 7.
You had Bryson Nance on the tackle there. North Laurel did a little shift with their defensive line, shifted their defensive line to the right, and brought in that 4-man front that I've been talking about.
Featheroff going under center. Priest in the backfield, changing the play. Featheroff going under center, man in motion left, right up the gut it goes again to Priest, and it'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Is that Pruitt on the tackle?
That was Brody Pruitt, and we saw him. He does this little middle linebacker blitz from time to time, and it worked out really good right there. He was exactly where that run was going when he blitzed. That's perfect. It was a perfect run blitz by Brody Pruitt.
3rd and 3 for the Bulldogs. Priest in the backfield, Featheroff going under center, man in motion to the right. quick toss out across the. We're going to have flags flying in the backfield. That could be in the vicinity of holding right there.
Maybe. I think they got number 51 there in Lawrence County.
I believe you were right. I believe
Yeah.
they did. Ty Brooks. No, chop block against North Laurel.
Huh.
Wow. So tack 15 home to the end of the run.
Yeah. Well, there were body laying on the ground behind the play, so it had already kind of. I don't know. I thought I saw something like that. I really don't want to say what number or nothing like that because I ain't for sure, but there's something like that happened back there, so it's probably an accurate call.
That pushes the ball down to the North Laurel 26. Here we go. We've seen this the last possession of the Massachusetts game. North Laurel's defense just self-destructing right now. Feather off under center. And we've got flags that have to be false start. Yes.
Yeah.
So back up the Bulldogs 5 yards.
They were discombobulated. People running into each other left and right there on the snap for Lawrence County. And that's something this North Laurel defense you can't do. You're playing so well. You're very clearly more talented than this team. And then you have mistakes like that, you're giving them 30 yards. And what did they do to earn those yards? Nothing. They didn't have to run a play to earn that.
You have to make teams earn.
Yeah.
Don't give. 1st and 15 for the Bulldogs. Feather off under center. Priest in the backfield. One receiver both ways. Man in motion. Feather off's going to keep it. Looking to throw.
Oh, man.
And Nance, the ball's loose. And Nance comes up with it. North Laurel football. He was able to punch it out of Featheroff's hands, and it just bounced straight up in Nance's hand.
And Featheroff, when you're the quarterback and you've got somebody coming at you, you've got to tuck that ball. You can't leave. He left that ball out in front of him he was going to throw it, and that's easy. I mean that's easy. A baby could knock that ball out. And Bryson Nance saw that and smacked it. Just perfect play recognition by Bryson Nance to see like, oh my gosh, I got the easiest fumble of my life here, and he smacked at it, got the ball, and man, you wish he didn't get touched. He would have run forever.
Wow, what a play right there!
How about that?
North Laurel has to take advantage of this. You've got to put points on the board. 1st and 10, North Laurel from their own 47-yard line. McCorder going under center. Wishbone formation. Nance gets it, cuts it up the middle, and he's going to get about one. And they're going to give him the line of scrimmage now. Not much there.
Yeah, Bryson Nance had nowhere to run at all. And, I mean, I think just about every Lawrence County player won their block on that play.
When you see that formation, you bring the dog.
Yeah, you do. Right.
2nd and 10 for the Jaguars. Back to the original line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10. McCorder going back under center. One receiver to the right. Robinson straight up the middle.
My gosh.
And they're going to give him about 2 yards on the play. I tell you, we've seen this Lawrence County defense come out fired up in this second half.
They're playing hard. I mean, we've had 2 straight runs that really North Laurel had nowhere to go at all. It didn't matter what option they picked on the read option. It was not going anywhere. It's impressive, man. Lawrence County, they're standing up right here. It's very impressive.
3rd and 8 for North Laurel. 8:18 left in the third. North Laurel with a 13-0 lead. A quarter. Back in the shotgun. Robinson to the left. 3 receivers left. 1 to the right. McCorder's going to keep it. Running left. Cuts up the middle. And he's going to get out to the 46-yard line. Brings up 4th and about 4 for the North Laurel.
Decision time. I'm going to say.
What do you do?
But I go for it.
I'd have to go for it as well.
I have to go for it. I mean, if you punt it, you're going to give it back to him about the 25. There's really not a huge difference in that. So go for it because you may end up getting it.
North Laurel sending 2 receivers left, 2 right. Robinson to the left and McCorder. Robinson gets it. He gets the first down across the 40, and he's knocked out of bounds. First down, North Laurel. I tell you, Lawrence County had a shot at him in the
Yeah.
backfield right there, but Robinson's quickness, he just sidestepped that defender.
Yeah, he did.
The defender was tackling air.
He was absolutely tackling.
But a lot of credit to Cooper. He is super, super quick and elusive, and a very strong running back.
Yeah, and he's got a very strong. Yeah, that's the truth. And it looked bad. I mean, I thought he was going to get tackled, but he didn't. So it works.
1st and 10, North Laurel from the Bulldog 38-yard line. McCorder going under center. Gives Robinson, head straight up the gut, keeping those feet turning. He's going to get down to the 30-yard line. That was just pure gut effort right there by Cooper Robinson.
Yeah, he was dragging a couple Lawrence County defenders with him to the first down line. Said, "Boys, come on with me if you want to go."
Big, strong run right there.
Yep. Impressive by Cooper
And that
Robinson.
was something that Coach Nelson told me at the beginning of the season before the first game, how much stronger that Robinson had gotten this season, or in the off season.
It has shown.
6:45 and counting, 13-0 North Laurel, McCorder under center. Robinson gets it back, cuts straight up the gut. He's across the 20 and down to the 19 where he's thrown out of bounds. Now the first down, North Laurel.
Here we go, man. The North Laurel offense, they looking a little dominant here, like they're going to
the
fly this
offensive
Lawrence County
line
team over.
came back to life. They're getting that big push again.
Yeah, they are. And it's especially on that left side of the offensive line, too.
Ball spot on the Bulldog 19-yard line. Quarter back under center, right back to Robinson, and not going to be much there. There really wasn't nothing there. North Laurel didn't get any push whatsoever. The defensive line won that battle.
Yeah, they did. And that's the third time they've run it to that side, pretty much kind of the same hole, same gap, same run. I think Lawrence County finally figured out what they were doing and stopped that. So that's time to go the other way. Try the right side.
2nd and 10 for North Laurel, 5:49 left here in the third, 13-0 North Laurel. McCorder going back under center. Bryson Nance in the backfield, one receiver left, one right. Man in motion to the right. Nance will get it, goes right, spins back to the left, makes several guys miss, still on his feet. I tell you, great effort right there by Bryson Nance. He never, ever gave up on that.
And that was no.
And we've got flags flying again. We'll see what the call is there. Officials still talking it over.
It's a long discussion.
Nobody in the box knows what happened, but here comes the call.
If I had to put money on it, it's North Laurel more than likely. I bet.
Still a lot of discussion and indecision by these officials. And it's going to go against Lawrence County.
Well,
unsportsmanlike against the Bulldogs.
Well, there you go.
So that's going to make it 1st and goal from the 7-yard line.
Thank you very much, Lawrence County. We appreciate it.
I thought from North Laurel.
Yeah, I thought so too. I said, "Oh, not again."
McCorder going under center. Nance in the backfield. Nance going straight up the middle. Kicks it to the outside. Back up the middle. And he's going to be taken down at the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal for the Jaguars.
What about Bryson Nance's speed right there? I mean, just getting out on the outside and turning the jets on a little bit, trying to get to that end zone line.
2nd and goal for North Laurel. You have to put 6 on the board here.
No choice.
There's no choice. You've got to put 6 on the board.
And I say go for 2 if they score 2.
And,
Make it a 21.
I have to agree with that call as well. Got a fullback and tailback. Nance gets it right up the gut. And there's a signal. Touchdown, North Laurel.
Oh, yeah. Middle of that offensive line, big Pate Collins and A couple of them, Asher Edwards, a couple of them guys, man, made a big hole right there for Bryson Nance. And all Bryson Nance do was he just had to carry that ball across the line, didn't even get touched.
And they look like they are bringing. I saw Coach Nelson come out and talk to McWhorter. I thought that we would see him go for two, but now they send in Cam Anderson.
And the thought is here, Will.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
No.
Here we go.
Okay, yeah, they are going for two. Okay.
It's what they need to do. They need to go for two.
Two receivers left and right. McWhorter looking to throw, and he's going to run it. And he turns the corner, and no, he did not. He's shy. He stepped out of bounds. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, he got the ball across the pylon, I think. Right before he stepped out.
I don't know about that.
Think he got it?
No, I don't think he did because he stepped out of bounds about the 1 yard line.
I think I felt like he reached it out above the pylon, I think. I don't know.
I don't know.
We can't see it.
We can't see it. It's on the far sideline. We can't see it. Nonetheless, North Laurel takes a 21-0 lead over the Bulldogs of Lawrence County. We'll step aside for a 30-second break. You're listening to North Laurel Athletics on the Jaguar Broadcasting Network.
XL Physical Therapy at 87 CVB Drive in London. Eliminate pain, improve mobility. We even offer stroke recovery, sports recovery, and we can help you avoid surgery in some cases. Take it from someone who knows. XL Physical Therapy is the best around. Phone 606-877-4673 or find XL Physical Therapy on Facebook. Let Tanya and her staff of caring professionals at XL Physical Therapy take care of you.
Welcome back to Lawrence County. North Laurel puts 7 more on the board. 21-0. Cam Anderson moving on it. Another deep kick.
Man.
It's going to be taken by Deerfield down at the 5, out across the 10, the 15. And he kind of lost his footing right there, goes down at the 21-yard line. We've seen that several times tonight.
Yeah, we have. I'd say you mentioned earlier there's dew probably on the field. I bet that's what it is. That's about that time of night where the dew starts to fall. And that plastic they got out there for grass, man, it's a little slick.
1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Williams in the backfield with Featheroff. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Featheroff takes it, dropping back, looking pass, and it's complete. And it knocked out of bounds at about the 30-yard line. Going to be just shy of the first down marker. Going to be about a yard shy. That was a well-placed thrown football right there.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I mean,
great throw right there by that young man. I told you that.
Yeah.
I was watching him warm-ups, and the kid can throw the football.
He's
super
sling
talented.
it. And, man, nobody else could get that ball.
He knows where to place it.
Yep.
Back with those 2 receivers left and right. Featheroff taking a snap, looking to throw. Now he's been forced out of the pocket.
Come on,
and
guys.
He shakes one receiver across the 30. And
they better not call no penalty
no,
on that.
that was on the sideline.
Yeah. What all?
Yeah, that was a big hit right there by number 22, Brody Pruitt.
They got a reaction out of most of the press box down here, man. Brody Pruitt laid one. I don't even got the first down, but he paid for it, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And Gage Baker just about had Featheroff slung down for about a 10-yard loss. Just could not quite wrap him up.
Able to shake him off.
Yeah, that would have been his 3rd sack of the year. Just a sophomore with 2 sacks. Impressive start to the season for Gage Baker.
1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Featheroff and Williams in the backfield. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Blitz coming. It's complete at the 20 or 36-yard line. Give them the 37. Pick up a 5 on the play. 2nd and 5 for the Bulldogs. And I kind of expected to see this because the running game has just really, really suffered.
Yeah.
But the passing game, I tell you what, it's spot on. And we talked about in pregame, we had a little bit of concern how we would handle this.
Yep.
2 receivers left, 2 right. Featheroff looking to pass. You've got a receiver open right in the middle of the field, and it's complete down to the 42-yard line. Another just beautifully thrown football on the reception.
And it's not like North Laurel's playing the worst coverage of all time. It's not like you've got a receiver out there with 10 yards around him. You have, you've got Evans Zarate underneath him and Jude McCorder over top of him, and they're still getting the ball in there. He's just
Feather off with a snap. Another quick pass. It's complete down to the 35-yard line. I tell you, Feather off is just taking over this possession.
And they're playing with pace now, too, keeping that North Laurel team on their heels. We need a big sack here to kind of knock this momentum back, or an incompletion or something.
Brings up second and about 4. 3:27 left here in the third. Feather off with the snap, dropping back, looking to pass. And it's complete out to 35. And it's going to go for about a 1-yard gain. Brings up third and about 3.
And great tackle by Braxton Fultz. They ran a screen to his side over there where he plays that flat zone, and he tripped him up just in time.
2 receivers left, 2 right. Feather off with a snap. And it's complete. And right there on the receptions, Williams, but can't see who. Is that Robinson that came up?
Yep. Cooper Robinson laid a big hit on him. And that's Cooper Robinson, I think, does that as good as anybody. You in zone coverage, you can't cover you can't cover that whole part of the field. You still got to make up some ground, and he made a great tackle.
4th and a long 1 for the Bulldogs. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Big this one right here on a hard snap count. Featherhouse going to keep it, and I believe that's going to be short.
Man, it's close.
It's close, but I believe it's going to be on the spot of the ball.
What a play by Caleb Roark on that to stop him short.
Still waiting on the official call.
Man, it is right on my line.
You have to. This is smart on the official. It's too close to call by. You want to make sure you get this right. Get a measurement on it.
And this is good for North Laurel too. They need a second to catch their breath. This is actually one of the best things that could happen to them because Morris County was sticking it to them.
At London Power Equipment, power means power, and getting to know Brad and Jessica Baker and their friendly staff equals savings for you. Now supplying Ferris products along with our other awesome lines with your power source. LP proudly supports our local athletes, and it's a turnover on downs. North Laurel football.
Wow. What a play. Caleb Roark, big number 15, filling in for Kingston Reams. Drug Feather off back behind the line, kept his feet from going forward. Just a great play by Caleb Roark.
Ball spotted on the North Laurel 33-yard line. I tell you, North Laurel's defense really came up big tonight.
Absolutely.
McCorder going under center. And I can't tell if that's Robinson or Nance in the backfield from this angle. I believe it's Nance. Yep. We've got 1 receiver left and 1 right. McCorder with a snap. Nance gets it, trying to get outside, and not much there.
And now we're seeing North Laurel kind of breaking down into this heavier set. They brought in, kind of had a 3 tight end look there. They're going to try to ground and pound their way down here and maybe have some of that clock control that we've seen them have against Madison Central here to close this game out.
2nd and a long 9, you might say. They gave him about a half a yard on that play. Ball's on the 34-yard line. Got to get across the 44-yard line for the first down. 2:10 left here in the third. North Laurel on top, 21-0.
It's a 9 so long, you might as well call it 10.
And we know what North can do. They like to just pound and keep it on the ground. Nance gets it straight up the gut out at 40. Robinson, he is still going all the way down. I tell you what,
right there.
he all the way across the 40 down to the 35-yard line, and he got hit way back on the North Laurel, about 42-yard line. He picks up about 20 more yards after that. It's just the entire pile was just pushing, and the momentum was going North Laurel's direction.
Yep, you knew you couldn't really see Cooper, but you could see the pile moving from, like you said, from about the 42 all the way down here to the other side of the field. I mean, one of the more impressive runs you're ever going to see from a high schooler. He was dragging about half of Lawrence County's defense with him.
35. It's ball spotted on the Lawrence County 35-yard line. Robinson in the backfield. One receiver left and right. McCorder under center. Robinson gets it back right up the gut. And not much there. I tell you, you got to give Robinson a little break after that run because he was back there with his hands on his head. He was gassed back there.
Yeah, and I get it. I mean, I see why he would be gassed.
Absolutely.
He was carrying everybody with him.
Pickup of 1 on the play, 2nd and 9 for North Laurel. Ball spotted on the 33-yard line. North Laurel just want to run that clock. 53 seconds. McCorder going under center. McCorder keeps it, rolls out to the left, and runs out of bounds. On the spotted at the 31-yard line. Looks like it's going to be about 3rd and 6 for North Laurel.
Yep, that was a good decision there by Jude McCorder. You had really this Lawrence County team is bunched up in the inside. He takes the little, you almost call it a bootleg or sweep or something out to the left side. It's a good little play call there by the North Laurel coaching staff.
One thing you want to do, though, keep the ball inbounds.
That's what I was thinking.
Run the clock.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking, too. I was like, man, you probably want to stay in bounds right there if you could help it.
6 seconds on the play clock. Down to 3. McCorder with the snap. Keeps it going left. Cuts it back up the middle, and he's going to be shy of the first down. Going to be about 4th and 2.
And they do not have to snap this ball. I don't expect North Laurel to snap it either.
No, they'll let the clock run down because 28 seconds on the play clock, 29 on the other clocks. Yeah, that is going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. North Laurel taking a 21-0 lead into the 4th quarter here at Lawrence County. Friday Night Lights is brought to you by North Laurel Nation, official home of the North Laurel Athletics and the Jaguar Broadcasting Network, alongside WJTE 98.5.
Who doesn't love a smile? At Dr. William Todd Petrie Dental, we care about you. While comparing costs for dental services, always read the fine print. At Petrie Dental, there are no hidden costs, and we are now accepting new patients. Plus, most major insurances are taken. Free exams, high-quality dentures. Don't wait. Petrie Dental, north of London on US 25, 606-843-6476. A proud supporter of North Laurel.
Welcome back to Lawrence County as we get set for the start of the 4th quarter. North Laurel hanging on with a 21-0 lead, facing about a 4th and 3. Looks from the sticks, it looks more like maybe 4th and 2. The scoreboard's got 4th and 3.
And I say, I don't know what you think, Joe.
No, it is 4th and 3. They moved them back. You got to go for it. I would put McCorder back in the gun, put Robinson to one side or the other, send 2 receivers left, 2 right. Let McCorder read this. See how much room these corners are going to give your receivers. And, you got to make a good read on it. And if they're going to give you 5 yards, hey, hit them.
And if you get the first down, stay in bounds.
They're actually coming up. They're not going to give them, anything right here. And that's what we're seeing. Robinson to the left. And quick hit right across the middle. And that play never had an opportunity for anything. I don't know who he was even throwing the football to.
I don't either. That was a little bit of a dirt ball. That was at the feet of both his
that was
of RJ Noble and Cam Anderson on the left side. I really don't know.
I don't know. I do not know who he was trying to throw the football to, but nonetheless, turnover downs on North Laurel.
Man, almost. I guess really you couldn't have kicked the field goal there. That's
no. But it was outside of his range.
Yeah, it's outside of his range. Yeah, still had. Yeah, you
nonetheless.
Punt.
Lawrence County football. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Williams to the right. A feather off. Feather off keeps it. Goes straight up the middle. Got running room out to the 39 to the 40. That's going to be a pickup of 11 yards. Pickup, and that's going to be enough for a first down Bulldogs.
And Reese Sutton just about had him tackled in the backfield, and Reese Sutton was slopping at the ball too. He was trying to force another fumble from Featheroff, who maybe might have a little ball security problem, but just couldn't quite do it.
Ball right at the Bulldog 40-yard line. With that same look, Williams to the left of Featheroff, 2 receivers left, 1 right. Featheroff dropping back, looking pass, and it's complete out to Deerfield. A little flicker back to Williams, out to the 40, and he's taken down at the 42-yard line, North Laurel, right there to shut that one down.
Well, Joe, that was the wildest way to gain 2 yards I've ever seen. They had that screen it was basically a screen.
And we've got a official timeout. We've got someone down with a cramp over there. They're trying to get him stretched out. Can't get a number on that one just yet. Newest local Kentucky Farm Bureau agent Jimmy Storm stands ready to assist you with any and all of your insurance needs. Jimmy is a North Laurel alum, and Farm Bureau is your place for insurance. Kentucky Farm Bureau agent Jimmy Storm, located in Southern Laurel County, proudly supports North Laurel athletics. 2nd and 8 for the Bulldogs. But from their own 42-yard line.
Lawrence County ran a screen on that one side, and it was blown up. And they tossed the guy who caught the screen, lateraled it back to basically the running back coming behind him, Williams, and gained 2 yards. That's crazy. That was wild. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah,
couldn't believe it was happening.
Nice play. Featheroff going under center. Man in motion left. Dropping back, looking to pass. Got a receiver wide open down to 45, and he's knocked out of bounds right there. And that's a pickup of about 13 on the play, and that's going to be enough for a Bulldog first down.
And you had Bryson Nance off the edge. They're putting a little pressure on Featheroff, but it does not matter. Featheroff, he has not let pressure affect him at all tonight. There's been a couple of times he's made excellent throws in the face of a lot of pressure.
One thing right there, Peyton Roberts giving way too much room right there.
Yeah. I know you're up 3 scores, but you still got to play up.
You got to play up. That's right.
Yeah.
Featheroff going under center, dropping back, looking to pass. And it's complete.
Oh, my goodness.
Right at the 36-yard line, going to be about a half yard shy of the first down marker.
And there you have Bryson Nance running the kind of, he's running the flat, and he's about 7-8 yards deep, just not quite deep enough to get back to that little comeback route they ran on the outside. The defense, they're kind of shifting their way up, getting away from covering 5 yards, trying to cover that 7 to 8 yard range.
2nd and short for Lawrence County. Featheroff back in the shotgun. Man in motion to the right. Gives it off to Deerfield. He cuts up field, and that's going to be enough for a first down. He's going to get it inside the 35 to about the 34, so they'll be moving the sticks. Picked it up by about a half a yard.
Okay, we need to start kind of putting some resistance up here against this Lawrence County team. You don't want to let them get within 2 scores this quickly.
10-14 left here in the ball game. Featheroff and Williams in the backfield. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Featheroff going to keep it. Goes right up the middle. Got a little bit of running room. And he dives towards the sticks and going to be just about a half yard shy of the first down marker.
I don't like the body language nor the energy for North Laurel here, man.
We're up
3 scores.
We're on our heels right now.
Yeah, we are real bad.
They're looking a little bit tired.
I know.
Williams to the right of Featheroff. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Look for Featheroff or Williams to take it right here. No, they're dropping back, looking to pass. And got a receiver, and this should be intercepted.
Yeah.
It is, down at the 10. Back out to the 15. Cuts it outside to the 20. And he just steps out of bounds. That one was televised right there. That was, unfortunate. Listen, this Featheroff is a good quarterback, but he televised that one.
Yeah, he did.
He
was staring it down.
I've got 2 fake knees, but I think I could have got that one. So, Hey, listen, not to take anything away from Featheroff. He is a super talented young man. I love his game.
Yep.
North Laurel will take over from their own 25-yard line. 9:26 left here in the 4th, up 21-0.
Great read by Zarate on that too to kind of sink back and grab that pick.
McCorder back in the gun. He keeps it going right up the middle, out to the 30 to the 32-yard line.
So now, my opinion on this is you probably don't. You want to snap the ball. You don't want to snap it at the same time every time, but you want to try to snap it in that 4 to 7 second range left on the play clock.
Yeah.
Now, I don't. You don't want to snap it at 10. They've been snapping it around 10 seconds. They need to be snapping it a couple seconds later. Every second matters right now.
Oh, yeah.
Run this clock off.
You want to eat the clock up.
Yeah.
And, Jude's just got to watch that play clock. And there we go.
Yeah,
They
that's what
got
they're
down to the 7-6 range.
Yeah, there we go.
Nance gets it, cuts it
Look at
outside, back
that.
up the middle, across the
Oh.
35, and all man, nice
My
hit
goodness.
right there. Big hit,
Gosh
but
almighty.
that's going to be enough for North Laurel first down.
Bryson Nance paid for it. getting
Yeah, that
first
was a
down. Yeah,
big,
that was a
big
heck
time
of-
hit
well
right
of a
there by
hit.
Lawrence County.
Yeah, it was.
Yep.
Gosh almighty.
First and 10, North Laurel. Ball on the 38-yard line. 8:21 and counting. 21-0 North Laurel. North Laurel sending 2 receivers left, 2 right. Robinson to the left of McCorder. McCorder takes the snap. Robinson gets it, cuts it to the outside, back to the inside, across the 40. And he's going to get to the 43-yard line. Pickup of 4 on the play. They're going to give him 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Yep. Good strong run by Bryson Nance there.
And
Showing that speed.
we've got another North Laurel player down cramping up. Take a second to thank some more of our fine sponsors. Without them, this is not possible. John Root has proudly served as your Laurel County Sheriff for the past 15 years, and he gladly supports all of our area student athletes. Check out their new location at 1380 East Highway 192. At EC Porter, IGA in London, owner Stuart and Ernest Madhouse have always took great pride in the fact that they are locally owned business, and because of that commitment, they've taken great care of the generations of local grocery customers. IGA in East London on 4th Street. We love our local student athletes. Also, the newest local Kentucky Farm Bureau agent, Jimmy Storm, stands ready to assist you with any and all of your insurance needs. Jimmy is a North Laurel alum, and Farm Bureau is your place for insurance. Kentucky Farm Bureau agent Jimmy Storm, located in southern Laurel County, proudly supports North Laurel athletics. 2nd and 4 for North Laurel. Ball on the 44-yard line. 2 receivers left, 2 right. McCorder takes the snap, keeps it going straight up the gut, and he's going to be right at the first down marker. It just really depends on the spot right here. And they were saying move the chains. First down.
There you go.
No. Yes, there it is. There's the official one. I thought they was saying second down there.
Yeah, the sticks had already given him the first down. The chain gang had the official had not quite given it to him yet. But those are all the good games you need right here. Just keep that clock ticking.
Oh, that's
stay
right.
in
You
bounds.
just got to keep the clock running, as you
Oh,
said.
yeah.
Stay in bounds. Play clock's at 16. Don't get in any hurry. You don't want to snap it too quick.
Oh my gosh!
Hands it off, going straight up the middle. And that's going to be another big run right there by Bryson Nance. That's going to be another first down North Laurel. That was just straight up the gut.
Yep. And that's one thing they're probably not going to call any plays that go to the outside. They don't want to even give anybody a chance to go out of bounds. So that's perfect. And Bryson Nance, man, he gashed the inside of that defense. And here you go. This is what good football teams do, right? You get up 3 scores and you run a clock out like this. You're able to run the ball and get positive gains every time, and they run the clock out.
Third quarter, Madison Central, we had the ball the entire
10
quarter.
minutes.
Yeah, except for like a minute and 30-something. It was some unbelievable
and then the
ball
fourth
control.
In the fourth quarter, they had it about 10 and a half or 11 minutes. It's very impressive.
First and 10, McCorder going under center. Still 15 seconds. He calls for it, gets the first man through. And I believe, that's Pruitt on the carry.
You don't want to be too particular, but man, just run. What is the difference between snapping it at 12 and snapping it at 6? There's no difference. Just snap it at 6. I mean, that's. But I mean, I can't complain. They're up 3 scores. I can't complain about that. But that's the little thing. Those are the little things you got to make sure you got to get right.
2nd and 6 for North Laurel. McCorder going back under center. Right back to Pruitt. Keep it, breaks 2 tackles across the 30.
Look at Brody go.
Breaks another tackle down to the 25. I tell you what. You talking big, strong run right there
Yeah.
by Brody Pruitt. That was impressive.
Brody Pruitt's a football player. There ain't no question about that. There ain't no. He's built for this sport. I mean, the neck brace and stuff, and playing a fullback spot and hitting the stiff arms and stuff. But Brody Pruitt, he plays like a man who really don't care a lot about his health. He hits anything as hard as he wants to. It's fun to watch him play.
Ball spotted on the Bulldog 25-yard line. 5:32 left here in the fourth quarter. Quarter going back under center, 1st and 10. Back to Pruitt, not much there. They're going to give him the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10.
That time, Brody, he didn't have a whole lot of room to run, but I like to see him get a couple carries. That's a lot of fun to watch him run.
Cooper Robson coming back in for Bryson Nance.
And Nance has carried it, I think, about the whole drive. So Cooper Robinson should be really, really fresh right here.
I really like where we've got Nance and Robinson, 2 really good backs. A quarter going back under center. Robinson gets it, cuts at the left, out to the 20, upended, down to the 18, and we're going to have flags flying.
Oh, my gosh.
So that's probably coming back right there, holding North Laurel.
One minute ago, we had East Carter 41, West Carter 6.
You take a good gain, and you back it up
about 10 yards.
10 yards.
But we were talking about the running back staying fresh. I think that's a big advantage for North Laurel because there's something to be said about the running back not being tired and this defense being tired because they've been out there the whole time. I think we kind of saw that happen right there where the defense, oh my gosh, we have to tackle Cooper Robinson again. I don't think they want to see him. And then he's fully, re-energized.
2nd and 20 for North Laurel. Ball pushed back to the 35 after the 10-yard holding penalty. The quarter back under center. Looking to throw. Rolling out to his right. Throwing deep to the end zone. And I think there was just somebody wasn't on the same page. We'll leave it at that. McQuarter throws it towards the right pylon, and North Laurel had 2 receivers over here near the hash marks, and they just kind of look and put their hands up.
Yeah, like where was the ball?
We're just going to call some miscommunication there.
Yeah, and I mean, you'd rather see him probably run it, but that is a neat little play call they run right there. 2nd and 19, everybody's expecting them to run the ball, and then they go and throw it out of their big heavy pack. I like it. Well, that's good. They're going off tendency like that, there's nothing wrong with it.
3rd and 20 for North Laurel. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Robinson to the right of McQuarter. Robinson's going to get it, and he's going to be thrown for about a 4-yard loss, 5-yard loss, still marking it back. That I tell you.
Yeah.
Lawrence County just busted through that line, and that play had no chance.
Nope, no chance at all. And Joe, I expect to see them punt it right here.
I would think so, but I'm not seeing that happen. I would punt it and
I would
push it down to 10-yard line. If you don't,
maybe they're going to do the little arm punt. Maybe that's what we're going to do. We're going to throw it deep here and see.
And I think
what
that's
happens.
what we'll see. We're going to see them, throw it deep. And if Lawrence County,
that's what they're going to do.
McQuarter is trying to get the hard snap, and they let the clock run down. That's going to be a delay. No, they got a timeout. So they're just trying to run a little more clock off. Ran that. They ran the scoreboard down clock to 3:23. And I think, okay, so you take a shot deep, and if you get it, maybe you score, maybe you don't. Even if they tackle you down at the 15-yard line, okay, that's fine. You cannot take a sack like we saw earlier in the first half.
Absolutely not. And give it to them at the 50, no way. You cannot do that. And if for Lawrence County on the other side, you're saying you bat everything down.
You want to bat it down.
Do not catch it. Do not catch anything.
That's exactly right. So they get it all the way back out here at the 39-yard line.
Yeah, that's right. So we'll see.
I tell you though, if you're a deep safety or something, and you have the football coming right at you, how hard is it not to catch that football?
Right. Yeah, it is. Right.
I mean, seriously.
That's one of those things. You're like, oh man, I got to catch it. How many opportunities can you get to pick a ball off? But for the team, you want to the better the team will stack. But I think surely they'll punt it, right?
I don't see it happening. Yep, I believe Cam is going to. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I was going to say
this is probably the right decision.
This is the right decision. That's exactly right.
We were trying to sell the world on it. Man, the arm punt.
Cam Anderson on to kick it away for the Jaguars. Good snap.
My!
They tried a little bit of trickery there, and I want to question that play.
Yeah, I do too. I don't know why you do that. Why don't you just punt one of the game from that? But Joe, oh gosh, you give them a free 30 yards
instead of kicking the ball, putting them possibly trying to hold them back to
at the
15,
minimum the
15, 20 yard line.
At the minimum,
and
so man, well, that's a little too cute, Joe. I think that's a little too cute.
3:20 left here in the ball game. Lawrence County takes over on their own 44-yard line. Feather off, back in the gun. Takes the handoff, looking to throw. He's got a receiver open.
Oh,
looking to scramble. He throws it, and he throws it out of bounds at the official.
He hit the rim official right between the shoulders.
Yeah. So that brings up 2nd and 10 for the Bulldogs.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
3:13 left on the clock. North Laurel hanging on to 21-0 lead.
And, man, he Feather off just about got sacked. He just about got sacked.
But the key word,
he did just about.
Just about.
Did not get sacked.
Williams to the left of Feather off. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Takes the snap. Williams is open out there in the flat. And the intended receiver.
Hey, whoa. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, whoa, guys.
That's going to be unsportsmanlike against Lewis County's or Lawrence County's number 6, Camden Castle. He just came up and shoved 2 North Laurel players, and nothing was instigated there.
No, he just shoved Reese Sutton for the heck of it.
Yeah.
Now, Reese Sutton, hey, you didn't tell him what Reese said, but now.
They take him out to, the coaches were straight to him and said, hey.
What are you? Yeah, what's wrong with you?
You got to, keep your head. Yeah, that and that stuff we've seen in the past out of North Laurel, other teams. It's been a tough night for North Laurel. I mean, excuse me, for Lawrence County. And they're just they're there. They know this game is out of reach, and it's just been a aggravating night.
Yep, it has been for them, and that just adds to it. That adds to the aggravation. I mean, why you have to? It don't matter what the situation is. Don't matter if you're down 105. You can't be making undisciplined plays
cool
like
head.
that.
You got to keep cool head.
Mm-hmm.
So they're facing
3rd and
should be 2nd and 25, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, the Sticks got it wrong.
I believe it's 2nd and 25. Nonetheless, Feather off, back in the shotgun. Takes the handoff, looking to throw deep. Nothing there. North Laurel giving pursuit, and Feather off wisely steps out of bounds. Out at the 32-yard line as actually number 6, Cameron Castle, who just got the unsportsmanlike, just gave a little shove right there to
did he?
Out of bounds to North Laurel's Cooper Robinson.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. And
they're talking to
coaches,
him.
They're talking to him again.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Quit that.
Yeah, you've got to regain your composure.
So it's 4th down now.
It was. Okay, yeah.
So I don't know who.
Nonetheless, it's 4th and long. Lawrence County's got to get all the way to the North Laurel 46-yard line for the first down. Feather off, taking the snap, dropping back. It's complete. And to Chico, and he's knocked out of bounds at the 43-yard line, and the Bulldogs will turn it over on downs.
There you go.
2:54 left here in the 4th quarter. North Laurel 21, Bulldogs nothing. I tell you, a lot of good things came out of this game tonight for North Laurel.
Oh yeah, a lot of things to be excited about if you're North Laurel. You come, I mean, what they were up against. Well, we'll talk about the post game. They had a good. It's an impressive win for North Laurel.
Long road trip.
Yeah, there you go.
Probably 2 hours and 50 minutes, 3 hours on the bus.
And that's cramped up on a bus for 3 hours.
Which they are on a charter bus, which is a lot better than a school bus.
Yeah.
A quarter. And Nance in the backfield, 2 receivers left, 2 rights. Nance gets it going straight up the middle. Bounces it outside, back to the middle, down to the 41 for the Jaguars.
Just think about how stiff you were getting out of the car today.
Oh, listen.
Think about these kids were going through getting off this bus, riding 3 hours and have to play this game.
When I got out of my vehicle, I was looking for pops. I was needing a trainer. I was getting stiff.
That's what 2.5 hours in a vehicle do to somebody, ain't it?
2nd and 7 for North Laurel. Play clock's at 18. Just let it run down to about 5 seconds. And that's what McWhorter's doing, looking over at Coach Nelson.
Yep. Impressive management of the play clock.
Yeah. McWhorter to Nance, straight up the gut. 40. Oh, to Robinson.
Man.
I tell you,
not
that
again.
one would have went for a big
Yeah,
gain, but his feet went out from under again. This turf gets a little bit of dew on it. It gets slick.
Yep. I mean,
and when you have running backs like that who can normally cut on a dime with the speed that they have, it makes it tough.
Yeah, it does.
And I'm not saying it would be any better on grass because it gets anything that's wet. It's going to be the same thing. Just, unfortunate break. 3rd and about 3 for North Laurel. McWhorter back in the gun. Back to Robinson. Left. Bounces to the right and dives forward. Gets to across the 35. And he's going to be real close to the first down marker. I believe he's going to be just shy.
Well, let's see here.
No. Well.
They've changed it to first down over there. Oh,
the chain game.
All right.
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
There we go. Well, I got one tidbit we hadn't got to share tonight. We were about 7 miles from Pritchard, West Virginia.
There you go.
And I'm sitting next to Joel Pritchard. So
hey, I asked him if we could drive over. McWhorter fakes the handoff, and he's going to be taken for a 2-yard loss right there. I tell you, he little play action right there, McWhorter to Robinson, and he pulled it out of Robinson's gut just at the last second because Robinson got leveled back there in the backfield.
Oh, man. What a night.
45 seconds left here in the ball game. One more snap. You just, at this point, you take a knee and you call it a night. McWhorter to Nance, straight up the middle. Robinson, 30, and he's tripped up right there down to the 29-yard line, and that should do it. Only 21 seconds left here in the ball game. Hats off to North Laurel traveling up to take on just a really good 3-0 Lawrence County Bulldog team. I mean, this again, back-to-back week statement wins for North Laurel.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, we talked about the odds they were up against coming all the way up here to play a team that you usually don't play. I mean, they don't usually play Lawrence County. Come up here and get a win like this, move to only 3-1 on the season,
3-1 on the season,
third win of the year. So, man, a lot to be excited about. So we're in a lot better shape than we were about this time last year. We were not very happy leaving Johnson Central.
That's when last year when the wheels really started falling off on this football team. And it took them several games to get things back on track. Jude finally started getting comfortable back there in the pocket. But I tell you what, North Laurel's proving a whole lot of prognosticators wrong.
That's right.
These last 2 games.
That's right.
Congratulations to this North Laurel team. All right, North Laurel wins this one, 21-0 here at the Lawrence County Bulldogs. Gets the Lawrence County Bulldogs. North Laurel's offense, North Laurel's defense looked stellar on that one. Yeah, they gave some yards up on a couple drives, but for the night, great ball game.
Absolutely great ball game. Fun to be out here, fun to watch it. Glad we got to come to Louisa. We hadn't ever been here before.
Nope, first trip.
First trip for both of us. So
hospitality, second to none.
Had a lot of fun with these guys over here next to us from Lawrence County. We'll have to come back and see them sometime. But, yeah, man, come away with a big win like this. The North Laurel Jags look real good, and we got a lot to be excited about heading to Whitley County next week, heading down to Williamsburg and see what the Colonel's got going on.
Hey, guys.
As we said, next week we'll be heading down 75 to take on Whitley County. I don't know yet if we will be able to live stream. We'll find out midweek, but just keep watching our Facebook page, and we'll be getting all that information out. As always, we want to thank Adam Webb back behind the scenes, my partner Jared Wilson. I'm Joel Pritchard. Everyone, thanks for listening. Have a great night and a great weekend.
You've been listening to North Laurel Football on your home for North Laurel Athletics. WJTE, The Light of London, and North Laurel Nation on Facebook and YouTube. Presented by London Power Equipment, Kentucky Farm Bureau Agent Jimmy Scorn, EC Porter IGA, Second Mile Behavioral Health, XL Physical Therapy, Laurel County Sheriff John Root, plus Gondolier Italian Restaurant, Petrie Dental Services, Evans Hour on your radio, and Fat Bucks Barbecue. Thank you for joining us. Until we meet again on the Jaguar Broadcasting Network. You've been tuned in to North Laurel Sports on your home for all things North Laurel Athletics. WJTE FM 98.5, The Light of London, and North Laurel Nation on Facebook and YouTube. Thank you for joining us. Until we play again, good night and Godspeed.